deeper. Oh, real talk, we gather round. Stories to unfold. Beauty, tips, and laughter. Secrets to be told. Messy gossip flows like tea. Hide fresh each week. Living like we're shining bright. Our waters while we sing the whole. Spill the tea. Just you and me. Laughing through the night. Smiling and free. Spill the tea. Just you and me. Laughing through the night.
Girl, did you hear what she did last summer? With her style and charm, she's a star. Flipping through gossip, the latest craze. Trying to cook, oh, how they dazzle they. We keep it real, spilling the truth. In a circle of acquaintances, always from lipstick shades to celebs, we sharing the vibe, feel the angelic breeze. Page by page, we turn our worlds, sit still and strong, and life unfurled.
Hey, 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 ladies and gents, welcome to the front porch. It's Flipping Friday, where we flip the script, okay, over here on the front porch. Yeah, Elsie, I came on early, 5 minutes. Your girl spirits is low, so I came to talk to y'all early. So hopefully y'all can help me lift my spirits up. Y'all, let me tell y'all. Why Lady T Bud spirits low over here on the front porch. We have been looking for a young lady in my community. Y'all probably have seen stories about her. It's been trending. Nancy Grace covered it. Miss Lori Paige. Miss Lori Paige was found 5 days ago. And y'all know my community is small. Tallahassee is small. But she was found unalived on a plantation near some water in Georgia. Y'all know I'm close to Georgia. So her dad has been arrested. And that's why my spirit's low, y'all, because I have a weakness. For the kids. That's why I don't like to bring them up over here on the front porch, because that's my weakness, kids. And it's breaking news, and that's all everybody's talking about here, because if you know a little bit about the story, she had been missing for a while, and the teachers, took it upon themselves to be, mandated reporters, contact authorities, and let them know that she hadn't been at school, and they did a wellness check, and the dad said that she had left. She was a runaway. She's only like in middle school. She was like 11 years old. He said she ran away while he was at work. He's a correctional officer. She ran away with her book bag at night. Oh, that's my alarm letting me know it's time to go live. He didn't report her. He didn't make a PSA, nothing, y'all. So the community took on, being a voice for her, searching for her, putting out billboards, doing candle light visuals, prayers. Nobody from the family, not even her mom, nobody spoke up to advocate for her. Nobody. So again, it was a community that was coming together, searching for her. I think they had over 1,000 sightings or something near that number of sightings, but they were able to find out some information from some searches that the dad had done on his phone. And from that, they were able to go to that location. You, of course, with the dogs. I think they said they also did like some prescribed burning and stuff, because it was heavily wooded area where water was I don't know if it was a pond or a lake there. And basically they found her remains, and the dad has been arrested. Let me show y'all this bastard. They did a press conference here earlier too today. Here he go. Can I make him bigger? I don't know how to do. Let me see. Okay, that makes him a little bigger. That's the band. Again, he's a correctional officer. He's someone that works in the jail here, Leon County, Tallahassee, Florida. He has been arrested. Wiley Andrews Lamal. I guess it's Andrew and Lamal is his middle name, and Wiley is his last name. What you need to link to Sonya's boots. Nesto said that she's gonna be in the bushes today. She's not gonna be in the chat. Let us know. We'll help you out. Do you want the link to the membership? What you need the link to? So yeah, your girl down. It's like, come on now. I'm kind of glad that the people that have been searching for her can get closure. Normally we would say that about the family, but I feel like the family failed her. Nobody has been advocating for her. Nobody has been keeping her name alive out here in social media, around the city, but the community. So the hell with her family at this point. Okay, if I sound a little harsh, that's why. Because I feel like the family let her down. Y'all know Lady T-Bud don't really like to talk about the kids, but it's heavy on my heart today. Yeah, I can drop the one for myself. I don't know. I don't have natives, and I'm not in his membership. I'll drop it for you during this live. Dang, man. I can show y'all a picture of her. And then we're going to get on with our reaction video. I know once I hear this through them voice, that'll probably help me out. Here she is. Let me show y'all. This is her, Lori Paige. And again, her remains have been found nearly 2 years after she disappeared. And as I told you, her dad, she was living with her father, just her and her dad. He's a correctional officer here in Leon County, Tallahassee, Florida. Okay, he never reported her missing. For the ones that are joining, the teachers, took on the responsibility, reported her missing, because they're mandated reporters, and that's what brought the attention to her case. Okay, and it's been 2 years. And that bastard that I showed, her dad, he has been arrested for her unaliving. This is her, poor thing. And this is the new article about 36 minutes ago. They actually found her remains on the 5th, but they've been doing like an investigation, and they did a press conference today at 4 o'clock. TPD announced on Friday, April 11th, that 12-year-old Lori Paige remains have been found nearly 2 years after her disappearance. TPD says her father, 63-year-old Andrew Wiley, has been charged with her unaliving. Lori first disappeared on June 2023. Okay, and then they have a timeline here. The teachers put all this stuff together as well to help with this, okay? Lori Paige was reported missing by her father, Andrew Wiley. At the time, he claimed she left home with her backpack sometime in the night while he was at work. Sure, he was a damn lie. And I think he did this because of the teachers, okay? Because I got some local tea about it. Okay, summer of 2023 to early 2024, detectives pursuit of hundreds of leads across state lines. Lori is never located, and the story provided by Wiley began to show some inconsistencies. A phone, February 2nd, 2024, a phone is seized from Wiley's residence. A forensic analysis uncovered questionable internet searches about remote areas with bodies of water in Alabama and Georgia, among other things. And y'all know I'm close to both of them. I say that all the time. March 2024, as more inconsistencies in Wiley's statements are identified and new information about her relationship, oh my God, with Lori emerges, detectives shift their focus more heavily towards Wiley, and that's the dad. Early 2024, based on digital evidence, detectives began searching a remote brush covered area of Thomas County, Georgia, known locally as a plantation. We have a lot of plantations near us. Multiple searches are conducted but yield no results. Then April 5th, last week, following a prescribed burn that cleared heavy brushes in the area, detectives returned to the plantation for another search. This time, they located human remains. April 2025, the remains are processed by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FDLE, and positively identified as those of Lori Paige. They have arrested him, charging him with second-degree unaliving. Chief Lawrence Revel says, this case has deeply impacted our community for nearly 2 years, and it has. Lori deserves a safe home and a full life. I'll stop there. They have the press conference on here. If anybody want to watch the press conference, I can link it. I watched it earlier. I was in tears. I'll link it if anybody want to watch it. It's 7 minutes, but it was tough for me to watch it. Let me get back over here to the comments. Yeah, her mom did live in Texas. Miss E. L said nobody. Nobody. When I tell you nobody, and when the mom did pop out the plastic, she had an attitude, and was out, arguing and windmilling with the people, that was like, because the people found her. The people found her on social media, and they was on her ass like white on rice. And she was to me ignorant, okay? If I had a way to describe her, ignorant, okay? But we had a lot of local pastors, just a whole bunch of people in the community that was out like really like doing their big ones, trying to locate her. Oh my God. There's a picture back there. Let's see if I can. They probably should have pulled a picture up a little bit so everyone can see it. But I mean, at this point in time, this is not our chief of police. He was not present. I guess this is the next person up under him. And they need to put him out there, right, in general population. I know he's a correctional officer, so they may have him, put up, in solitary, somewhere confined where he's not amongst the people that he used to, supervise. But put him out there in general population, baby, in GP, and let them do what they do. Mm-mm-mm-mm. This really hurt my feelings, but that's why I'm down today, y'all. My spirits is low. If anybody want to see the video, let me know. I'll link it. If y'all want to watch it now, I'll play it. I'm just gonna be on mute so y'all won't hear me over here sniffling and crying. Oh, let me know. I'll play it. It's only 7 minutes. If y'all want to watch it, we'll watch it. It's just going over a few other details. It wasn't too bad. It's just that I guess because I live here, and it just really affected me because I know how hard everybody in the community was going for her. Let me know. Put a 1 if y'all want to watch it. It's 7 minutes. We'll watch it. Then we'll get into our next reaction. Put a 1 in the chat. Oh, let me get the link. You want to watch? Okay. I'm getting a link for you for my membership. Oh, Miss E, you want to watch it? Come back in 7 minutes because I'm not going to be talking because it's going to be a quick 7 minutes. I'm not going to do no commentary. We'll play it straight through. Okay, this is the right one because Vicky always say, you get the wrong one. Okay, there's the membership link. Okay. 7 minutes, Glorious. I ain't gonna start until I see you pop back in here with the well, I got something funny to say before that, so that'll help transition. I don't have time to make a trigger warning, but y'all refer to I said what I said, trigger warning. I mean, I've pretty much verbally said it, but I'm not gonna make y'all wait on me to put one up together. I don't have one already.
I told you 2 years ago we would never give up. I told you 2 years ago we would find Lori and we would bring her home. I told you 2 years ago that we would find who did this and we would arrest them and bring them to justice. And today I stand before you to tell you we have done just that. So we have recovered Lori's remains and we have arrested the person responsible for this crime. So today with me is this group of amazing people that have been working with us nonstop on this investigation. It could not have come to the conclusion that it came to without this type of collaboration. So I'm going to take just a minute to thank each of them. State Attorney Jack Campbell couldn't be here with us today, but certainly they have played and will continue to play an incredibly valuable role in it. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement, again, just an essential partner. Assistant Commissioner Pollard, thank you, sir, for everything that you guys do. Zach Wilmer and ASAC Willis, thank you guys. Again, just amazing. Jennifer Camp is the lab supervisor who, again, the evidence that we found, they turned it around in 4 days. And again, that just doesn't typically happen, but that's the kind of collaboration that everybody put into this case. Nobody gave up on this case, and thank you. And that's what we're here to say. Pastor Ferguson has been, with us from the beginning, cheering this on, keeping it in the community, keeping it out there. Michelle
B. Williams.
McLaughlin, and tell me. Kairos. Who actually were the team that found the remains after multiple. We did several searches over several different locations, and again, just a magnificent team in that. Thomas County Sheriff Tim Watkins was instrumental in our ability to go into Georgia to do the things that we were able to do up there. The support of his agency for our agency while we were up there was just incredible. So thank you, sir, for that. That was amazing. So, and I can't leave out TPD's lead investigator, Jerry Magna. So just a tremendous job, tremendous job. So with that being said, I'm going to read a statement, and you guys will get a copy of that. So after a comprehensive and exhaustive 22-month investigation into the disappearance of 12-year-old Lori Paige, the Tallahassee Police Department has arrested her father, 36-year-old Andrew Wiley, on the charges of second-degree murder. Since Lori's disappearance in June of 2023, detectives have pursued hundreds of leads, conducted interviews across multiple states, examined digital evidence, and searched extensively across North Florida and South Georgia. The case evolved significantly over time, with key developments ultimately leading to Wiley's arrest. The following provides an overview of the timeline of events that we followed. June 3rd, 2023. Lori Paige is reporting missing by her father, Andrew Wiley, and at that time, he claimed she left home with her backpack sometime in the night while he was at work. Summer of 2023 to early 2024, detectives pursued hundreds of leads across state lines. Lori is never located, and the story provided by Wiley begins to show inconsistencies. February 2nd, 2024, a phone is seized from Wiley's residence. A forensic analysis uncovers questionable internet searches, including queries about remote areas with bodies of water in Alabama and Georgia. March 2024, as more consistencies in Wiley's statements are identified and new information about his relationship with Lori emerges, detectives shift their focus more heavily towards Wiley. Early 2024, based on digital evidence, detectives begin searching a remote, brush-covered area of Thomas County, Georgia, known locally as a plantation. Multiple searches are conducted but yield no results. April 5th, 2025, following a prescribed burn that cleared heavy brush in the area, detectives returned to the plantation for another search. This time, they located human remains. The remains are processed by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, again, like I said, in 4 days, and positively identified as those of Lori Paige. This case has deeply impacted our community for nearly 2 years. Lori deserves a safe home and a full life. While today's arrest will never bring her back, it does bring us one step closer to justice. This arrest is a testament to TPD's unwavering commitment to solving violent crimes and bringing justice to victims and their loved ones. Anyone with any further information in this case is urged to contact TPD at 850-891-4200. To remain anonymous, you can call Crime Solvers at 850-574-TIPS. Again, we extend our sincere gratitude to the many officers, community members, and partner agencies who supported this case. Your efforts helped ensure that Lori Paige's story will never be forgotten. Lastly, just let me touch on some of the other agencies that were also involved. The Tallahassee Fire Department, the Leon County Sheriff's Office, Leon County Schools Safety and Security Office, excuse me, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the Nashville, Tennessee Police Department, Tampa Police Department, Pasco County Sheriff's Office, Clay County Sheriff's Office, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, Merrily Plantation in Georgia, and TriStar Canine Search and Recovery. Again, just some of the few. North Florida Search Team is who you guys are with, so I should mention them specifically as well. Again, I cannot thank you all enough for the collaboration on this case and bringing this to a closure. At this time, we are not going to take questions. I will tell you that we will be available as the investigation continues. We will make ourselves available in the coming days to address some of those things, but at this time, we will not take questions. So thank you very much for being here.
I'm sorry, I missed and clicked off of it. I didn't know they were going to zoom in on her photo. Beautiful smile. Oh, all right. All right, let me put my banner up there. I'm going to remove her. And we're going to get on with the content. It's Brother Deon, little Brother Deon, to the stage. I saw this on Facebook, and it made me think of little Brother Deon. Want to make sure it's big enough. Let me see. I got my phone up so I can look both ways. I don't like that little black thing up under there. Okay. Trying to play with it, see if I can make it bigger. Okay. I think that's the biggest I'm going to be able to get it. Okay. Okay, now for the funny part of the live, because that almost took me out. I almost ended y'all. Let me get back over here to the chat. And of course, I haven't forgotten to speak to y'all either, y'all. So don't think I'm ignoring y'all. But this right here, hopefully, will shift the mood up in here, line up the mood at least. I saw this. I was over on Facebook, and I was like, "What's going on with this car?" And then I was reading the messages that went along with it. This is somebody named Deon, not our little brother Deon, Ernest Jr., but another Deon. And he was outside driving this car. So y'all look at the messages. It'll make sense once everything come together. Okay, so now he's messaging his moms. It says Mom Dukes, and it say, Mom, I got something to tell you. Please don't be mad. She like, what now, Deon? That's the part that, tickled me, because I'm like, this ain't my little brother, Deon, is it? He said, I got into a little accident, but I'm okay though. She said, Deon, what is a little accident? I just got that car. Deon, I know you lied to me. Now, why in the world would you park your little fast car on top of somebody else's Toyota like that, Deon? Like you auditioning for the Fast and the Furious parking lot edition. And y'all know every time we hear something about Deon, he done got into a car accident, right? So that's what really made me think about him. What in the foolishness is this? This can't be real. Talking about Ma, it was an accident. Deon, baby, in all caps. So mama is yelling at this point. That ain't no accident. That's stunt driving. What was you doing? I wasn't driving that fast, Ma, I swear. She said, just like your trifling daddy. Okay. We know Nesto definitely damn trifling, right? Always doing the most with the damn least. We just got you that car, and now you out here sitting on the curb, looking like you waiting on Maury to read the results. She said, I don't want to hear about nothing hurting on you either when you get home. Let me get down here to the bottom of the post, y'all. I can't really read it with my handles on it. Okay. I don't want to hear about nothing hurting you either when you get home. Worry about how them pockets gonna be hurting after the insurance go up. I'm on the way. Mama say I'm on the way. But obviously, I don't know who the young man is, but his name is Deon. And every time Deon make an appearance on these jail calls, somebody done been unalive or he done had a car accident. So I thought it was a little key, to make a play off of Deon and his trifling daddy. Oh my God, that tickled me. Let me scroll up and speak to everybody. Hey, Miss Buckeye. Hey, Nesto. Thank you for jumping in here or dropping in here. I know you say you're going to be in the bushes, but I still appreciate you saying hello to the people. Hey, Esau. Happy Fun Friday to you as well. Hey, Mrs. CLC. Let me cut my grass and I will be right back. I am at 7,864 steps out of my 10,000 steps. I think I'm at 6,000. I was lazy today. Hey, B. Williams. Hey, Sonya Boots. Hey, El Cid. Hey, Cross Country Cruise Her. Hey, Love to Laugh. Hey, Golden Pearl. Hey, Chanel. Hey, T Baby. Hey, Shelly C. Thank y'all for sending prayers up. Rest in peace, Lori Paige. Hey, Sassy Sue. Hey, Glorious. Hey, there she go. Welcome to Flipping Friday. Hey, Friday. In the place to be. Hey, Latita. Hey, Leo lady. Very sick, B. Williams. Hey, Tanya be here. Hey, Inel. Hey, I said what I said. Did any of one of those links work for you, Sonya Boots? I saw I said what I said, drop one as well. I'm just driving. Okay, hopefully you're okay. Be safe. Hey, no. I think I answered your question. Very sad. My condolences. Rest in peace, Princess Paige. Wow, missing for 2 years. Yes, her family needs to go to jail. Also, so sad. I agree. Hey, let's talk about it all. The mammy ain't shit, okay? Hey, Cream 794. The other inmates, get him. Rest in peace, baby girl. Hey, Vic to the Veil. Yes, her mom does live in Texas. Hey, Golden Pearl. Oh, no problem. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about development issues. Hey, Shelly C. Triggering for me, so I'll tune back in. Come on back, Glorious. We done. Thank you so much. I said what I said for assisting me with the trigger warning. Golden Pearl said later. Y'all gotta come back. I think that's the wrong one, but I don't see join. Oh man. Hey Muffin. I think I said what I said, drop one. I'm grateful she will receive justice. Yes. Okay, she's trying to help her. I'm not sure I said what I said about the development issues. No sitter or neighborhood watching her, right? Questionable. My God, today. Oh, okay. Yes, Thomas County is right there. Hey, Eve has many faces. Yes, we must protect our baby. She should still be with us. Teachers broke the case. We need more teachers out here. That's true. Bless those teachers. I tried both, and the second one I thought was it. Oh no, we gotta get it. Are you on an iPhone? Because Vicky says it's better to go on a computer or something. Vicky has helped me with this before. Arrest the mama and all who knew her and did nothing. Another reason why teachers deserve to make so much more money. I agree. If the link didn't work, it's on the homepage after the post icon. She was gorgeous. My brother teaches in Leon County. My sister, I have a sister that teacher too. Yippee Deon, jailed in hell. I like that Friday. My Walmart had a pow pow here in Georgia. It's shut down today. I saw that. I saw the young lady that was unalived after the pow pow in Walmart. Oh, because I get a lot since I'm so close to Georgia. We share news so our news is usually, like you said, North Florida is South Georgia news. Deon need a damn hoopty. It's something about the name Deon. Well, Deon need a bike. Mama incriminating Deon. The popo is going to be looking for him, and the insurance company ain't paying nothing. Listen. Hey, Rat Rat. 10 speed. He need a 10 speed, a 5 speed. Hey, always loving life 804. Hey, Sleepy Libra. Hey, one Jennifer. Just a black mama. I ain't talking. He taking up to She said, then said I'm on the way. After she talked junk, you better I don't want to hear nothing about you saying you hurt. I'm not taking you to the hospital. I'm on the way. Hey, gal. So she said, I'll make her laugh. Girl, I'm going to need to laugh today because, girl, I've been sad ever since I saw that about Miss Lori. Hey, Sherry with a Y. Okay. I'm going to have to get up off of here. I'm going to have to be walking in place while we on the live. Hey, CW. No, ma'am. Are you using Chrome browser? Thanks, Vicky. You're on your phone. Do you have a Chrome browser on your phone? No, but if I need it, stand by. Okay. Thank y'all so much. We're gonna help you get up in this membership by the end of this live. All right, let's get to the jail calls. It's Brother Deon. We have 2 calls. They're short calls, of course. I think combined, they're about 27 minutes, because Nestor say, okay, I gotta go. I don't want to say nothing. Deon say, I ain't saying shit anywho for them to talk about it over there on them YouTube streets. We like, Deon, oh, why y'all pressed about us? Go ahead and talk. Just pretend like we not gonna do no commentary or reaction to y'all damn jail calls. Free your mind. They got to say something to the YouTube streets, though. They can't help themselves. All right, let me hit play. Let me check in with y'all one more time. Don't feel bad. I have 3,000 steps today. Oh, but they make me feel like I ain't did nothing. And it's because I didn't get my afternoon break, because somebody had the damn great idea, the bright idea to set a meeting at 2:30, and we didn't get out till about 4:20. And when I got out at 4:20, my phone was lightening up, because y'all know in my little country town, when something pop off, it's big news, it's big T. And I was like, why am I getting all these alerts and messages? And then when I looked, it was about Lori. Hey, honey, say that. Coming from the bushes. You had 5 steps, baby. What the hell was you walking at? In your bedroom to the damn bathroom? Hey, Miss Veronica. I'm on my phone. My daughter says we do. Okay, do Safari. Okay. I see Vicky say that before. Okay. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Yeah, because I'm going to drop something in now. I have fake meeting on my calendar. They don't look on the calendar, LC. I don't tried that before. They don't even look. They just put it on your calendar. Okay. And I'll be like, okay, very rude. I already had some scheduled. All right, y'all. Little brother Deon, 2 calls, but about 27 minutes. Let's see who done died, child.
Hello? Yeah. What you got going on, sir? Hey, man, what's up, now? It seems like you're busy, brother. That's good. I was you can't hang up. I was trying to ask you 1,000 questions to put the card on there.
it do.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know why they ain't saving the money from last time.
I don't know where he at with
You
all
don't
this
call enough,
background
so
noise.
when you do call, I might just riding, and I just put it on there so you don't hang up, and let them just charge it as you go. Oh, okay. But if you call, I'll put the money on there. I don't see the point of signing up a bunch of money and you ain't calling. I call once a month, sir. You know, I ain't got too much to talk about. You know, I just want to hear your voice. Make sure you know when you call. So when you call this way, it's probably like to talk to you for 30 minutes. Probably might be $3. Exactly. If you call the other way, if I put the money on there, they taking $10 off the top. Oh, okay. Then they charging. If you call and just hang up, they still charge you. Oh, okay. It's weird. Okay. Well, how you been? If I was down and bad, I wouldn't say it on this phone. Well, you know, hey, you know, you say that every time, you know. For real, even if I'm doing the best ever, I still can't say it on this phone.
Yeah, absolutely right. We want to know.
Well, you know, hey, as long as your spirit good, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Yeah. A close friend of mine just passed. Yeah.
And do?
Yeah.
I knew somebody was
like
gonna
every day
pass.
somebody leaving here, ain't it? Yeah, then the older guy I knew him before I knew his son. But I had already knew of his son, but didn't know they were father and son. And he just passed. Wow. You might have seen that on the news, though. Oh, which one was that? With the tie shop? Yeah. The tie shop? Yeah. That was his daddy? He owned the tire shop. Yeah, I know. I just saw it on the news. My car just went out just then when I was just driving on the highway, and I said, damn, I can't even go over there. Wow. I'm talking about just went out. I had to just stop. It went out right before a tire exit. The sensor had blown and made the tire go out. Wow. Well, it's a cold world out there, brother. Yeah. That it is. Yeah, I talked to your uncle. He says it ain't the same.
And do?
Yeah, he just called me looking for you. Then when you called the other day and it didn't go through, I called him to let him know that if you call to call back. And he had, by the time he called back, he had said that he just got the phone with you, but he texted me. He did. He told me. He did. Yeah, he told me. Yeah, he been looking for you, though. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. That's all it is, man. Yeah. Okay, you're keeping your health up and everything. Everything good. You still got them pearly whites in your mouth, ain't you?
So damn weird. Yeah, I always worried about cosmetic stuff.
Buy me some. Buy you some? So what?
Order you some dentures off of T-Mood, little brother. See, you was over here talking big shit how everybody, we wish our sons could be like you, baby. My son will have insurance, okay?
Up again, say what?
Got a tooth.
What are you doing, man? You eating or something? I said, what you say, man? I said, come again, say what?
Hey, Jet Black.
I mean, it was already on fleek. I'm trying to say, you know, well, I forgot. I've been gone a minute, so, you know, I don't know what's been going on. So.
They don't say it's on fleek no more.
They don't know. I don't like how they did them. And then, you know, every different ortho that I dealt with in the same office is like, I don't know why I done dealt with 5 different ones. What's the issue? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, y'all keep getting fired and stuff or quitting and stuff. So, and too many different people that don't text it, and I don't like it. I ain't satisfied.
Okay, I got you.
You know the same reason I used to ask you, hey, man, why you keep going getting your mouth done? And you like, nah, these are ones. Just chill. This what's going on. You don't know. Just chill. I remember when you went and got them platinum things in your mouth. I said, nah, you told me I shouldn't have that in my mouth. You said, I'm just gonna write this until I go to the what you call it, and then they're gonna get me right.
Yeah,
and then they got you right.
Yes, all right.
Then you dove back again, and I was like, no. You're like, just chill. I'm about to hit you with these. I was like, no, them cool. You said, no, them ain't cool. I'm gonna show you. Then you came back out with the I said, okay, I see what he was saying.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. They got online and say I got some extra large white long sleeves, but I don't see none. See what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
Right now, we don't have some of the stuff there either.
Man, I just made sure I got online before I came up here to see that.
If it's not on,
I tried to buy it online.
Yes.
Damn. That was a waste of a ride. I ain't gonna lie. That just blowed me.
Well, how you feel about your new president? Seems like he doing some things out there, way different.
Everybody just said he might lock out the drug dealers up and be online.
That's what it's giving time.
He said that. I ain't heard that one now.
Hey, that guy he got tricky, man. The boy just told the man that Ukraine fuck him too. The Ukraine president.
Yeah, I seen that now.
The boy told that boy said, you want to be enamored out there? We just gave you a couple of billion. Y'all ain't having no motion. I said, damn.
Hey, man, that guy's something else there, bro. I ain't lying to you. And the new one with him, too. I ain't never seen that before. I ain't never seen a vice take over the conversation. I've never seen that. Yep. Never.
Man, all this shit premeditated, man. I'm telling you down, man. All this shit set up for his son to come take over later.
Boy, I've been saying that. I seen that when he acknowledged him at the joint. I said that. It's common sense. It's common sense.
Vicky acknowledge him. I think he's trying to say acknowledge, but he said knowledge him. Add that to the dictionary, Vic.
Yeah. Well, hey man, folks better got them moving the miles up, bro. It's getting serious.
BS.
Getting real serious. Okay. Well, I just want to check on you, man. I ain't talking about nothing. I just want to hear your voice, make sure you're good. There's a lot going on out there, bro.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is.
A lot going on. A lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, a lot of domestic, a lot of everything. Yep.
Yeah, but I ain't worried about none of that. You know, staying out the way, Tay. Staying out the way.
Okay, then that's it then. Okay, well, guess what? Love you very much, man. Stay on out the way. Keep it easy.
I love you too, Claire. I'll catch you later. Stay sucker free now.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
He is the sucker.
All right.
And he wished he was free.
All right.
Thank you for using Global Inc.
Sure. He called him. This call too, child. Talking about say sucker free. He is the sucker. He wish his ass was free. Sure, please. He the biggest sucker out here.
Yo.
What you got, player?
What's on with you?
You all right?
Yeah, man. Folding these clothes up and packing them up.
Hold up. You what?
Yeah, folding up these clothes and putting them in packages.
Oh, okay. Sound like you sleep.
I'm in here folding up these clothes, big fella, putting them in packages.
I heard you. Okay. I was just checking on you, man. Hear your voice. I ain't want much. Just want to hear your voice. Make sure you're good. That's it.
All right.
Yeah. Just keep my head up. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, when
partner.
they gonna give you a new number. You don't got switched over or something?
No. This probably a new system.
It don't pop up how I was
He think
talking
he got
about.
his clothing line.
Yeah, it's probably a new system.
I would love to know where he's marketing and promoting his clothing line or his t-shirt line, as Miss E calls it. So we can order some. Deon, we will order the shirts while you hating on us out here in the YouTube streets. Drop your link. I got you, little brother.
That's all.
How you doing?
The truck.
Hanging in there, buddy. That's it I can do. Hang in there, keep my head and stay focused, prayed up. That's how I'm doing. Yes, sir.
Dang, you still ain't got my report date yet?
Yeah, I go this month. I got like 20 days, 24 days, 25 days, something like that.
And this is for...
And why you just ain't get him the damn date? I go on April 30th, okay? Ain't nobody got time to be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 24, 25 days. Just say the 30th. We already know. I don't understand why y'all keep trying to talk in code and be so damn vague when we already know. In my big Frida voice. Sure. Vicky, get ready to pull out your damn dictionary again, because sure, he ain't even gonna be able to explain what he going to court for.
They say free, what they call it, plea. That's what they say.
For a plea deal or range, man?
No, plea deal.
You about to take a plea deal?
I ain't
didn't
say
say
all
that,
that.
sir. I just said what the court date is. I didn't say anything like that. I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, this should be so lame, and they can't even have no real conversation on
Yes,
this
you
damn
can.
phone, man.
Sure can't. You sure can't, sir.
You can.
You
We
can't.
let you know you
That's why I
can.
said I didn't say anything. I just say what the paper said.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
shit whack. The shit like, I be damned if I do, I be damned if I don't. If I don't ask, I'm a
That's
fucked up,
why you gotta
fucked up
talk
son.
free.
If I do ask, I'm putting you in the fire. The shit crazy.
Yeah.
They sick
That's just
of
the way
us.
the world going, bro. That's just the way the world going, man. That's it. Yep. But I ain't know how you. I just wanted to tell you a little
Shit,
bit.
you just tell you about jumping out these cars.
Every time you be down calling, how long it take to put that card on file? You be hanging up or I be missing. Shit, talk another 2-3 minutes. You ain't got to stay on the whole 15, but however long. Shit, I put it on there for long as you want to talk, but yeah, you can talk. Shit, what you want to hear a song or something? Shit.
Listen, Deon just told him that on the call that we listened to prior to this one. I'm being charged for the full call. So you jumping off early, it's a waste of my time and my money. Now, what else can we do since we know the YouTube streets is listening and talking and dissecting? Can't say nothing on these calls. Do you want to listen to some music? Hell, what?
Nah, how the world going out there? How you think the world going?
Shit, you know what it's doing. Shit.
The world is worlding.
Yeah, they got your boy with the Tesla. They got people changing the name on the back of the Tesla, so don't nobody do that to their car. That's how the world going.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah.
Man. Okay.
Damn. When the last time I talked to you?
A month ago. Last month.
Oh, so I hadn't told you about my little buddy, man.
Here we go. Hey, old man Johnson's
I didn't tell you my
farm.
little buddy passed.
Hey, Jay
Nah, you
Blake.
didn't tell me that.
Oh, yeah. friend of mine killed himself.
What?
Yeah.
You were going through something.
The life.
Life. Okay.
And
Hey, a lady.
yeah. And you know how them people be playing with the E5.
Yeah.
I don't play like that with people.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's another.
I ain't got nothing to say.
You
I
be
ain't got
saying
nothing
that, so come on, stop playing with us.
That.
Hey, Angel.
Like
here.
that, for that be some other shit.
Yeah.
The shit ain't funny, but damn, boy, the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't in no funny situation, but this shit funny as hell, boy.
No, it ain't funny at all. But I do understand what you're saying, though. I do
Yeah,
understand.
uniquely sign your
like,
hey, bored kid.
It's crazy, bro. Like,
I don't think nobody getting no pass these days, bro. There ain't nobody getting no pass. I don't care what you're doing. Whatever you're doing out there in the world out there, ain't nobody getting
if you were somebody else, you would have been got a pass, buddy.
I know.
They really think he's somebody, y'all. It's them
That's
with
just straight up and down, man. This shit that these people.
it's them with this same song on repeat. If you weren't connected to the highest, you wouldn't be going through this right now. You'll be out. You'll be able just to commit crimes against anybody, and you won't have to sit in jail. No matter that you have 19 cycles and you get out on bond and you don't return that, and handle your business in court. You will be out. I am so sick of them saying this. It's like, damn, who the hell is he supposed to be disconnected to? That he could just commit crimes and there's no punishment. This shit is funny. In the bushes baking a cake, but I see y'all. What type of cake you baking? Y'all know y'all talk about food. I want to know. Deon, your daddy been getting passes for a while. Did someone wash cars too? Mr. Important Buckwheat the Skimmer. Okay, well, let me know who he's supposed to be, honey, and why he don't have to, take any penalties. He could just walk scot-free. Please let me know. That's why we can't give some criminals a break. I want to know who the hell is he? That's what I'm trying to find out. Who is he? That if he wasn't connected to Steve and Shirley, he would be getting a pat on the damn back and a walk in the damn park instead of a walk in that damn cell block D.
Doing out here that be so fucked up, getting away with. Hey, the president just got away with the shit he got pulled.
Who?
The president.
Oh, okay. I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say.
The word just him pull it out, man.
Ooh,
Boy went
that
the right
sounds
street,
good.
jumped down and became the president. Straight up.
Yeah, well.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. The world is something.
You talk to Verte?
I ain't talking to nobody like that. I ain't talking about one person, that's it.
Cell block
2 people,
one.
that's it. Yeah, try to keep it low. That's it. I can't trust nothing.
He say he can't trust nobody.
Who?
Shut up. He had got sent to the hospital. I can't remember if he had a heart attack or what. But
what?
yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
You still big?
You stupid.
I just
He is infatuated with teeth, fingernails, weight, and damn hair. He said somebody had a heart attack. They're in the hospital. And Nesto's response is he still big? like y'all said, no compassion, no empathy, no sympathy for no one. Just like when Deon said his homeboy committed the S, and he was no longer, above ground. He just went right on to talking.
Man, you tell him I say slow down, man. You got a long way to go. You got a long way to go, man. Good people. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah, that's your dog. That's your dog. Yeah.
And,
Are you near me? You near me then.
I just been working with the clothes, though, big dog.
I'm near Destiny.
Hey, man, just do what you do, man.
Yes,
Stay
a narcissist.
that good guy. Stay out of the way. Hey, you be all right. Yep.
If I keep doing it right, you're going to be all right. I'll tell you that.
Oh, you ain't gonna be doing nothing with them $5 t-shirts, sir. You packaging up over there on your damn bed. I hope you ain't got no damn bed bugs. Y'all better shake them damn shirts out.
Okay. All right, then. Well, that's it. I just want to hear your voice, man. I ain't want to talk too much, man, because, I've been in there for that time. So, anything I say come up. So, I ain't trying to do none of that. Yep.
Well, at this point, fuck 'em, man. It's real talk. You might not want to hear what
We agree. So just get the damn talking and stop trying to streamline the conversation. Get to talking. F us. We ain't no damn body.
I'm about to say. Man, you can't let nobody change how the fuck you are at this point. Shit, they gonna set their ass down, and no point in shutting your ass up now. I ain't saying dig yourself in no damn hole,
Like
but
life.
we know that shit ain't right what's going on. But at the end of the day, you don't want that to stop you how you goddamn think, 'cause that shit'll get to bother you to the point you can't think no more. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do.
You still, at the end of the day, you still fighting. Don't let them suck the fight out you not being able to, you know what I'm saying, to be yourself. If you get what I'm saying.
No, I do get what you're saying. I understand perfectly what you're saying. It will knock dust from you, buddy.
Life do that by itself. You can't let these people do it too.
Yeah.
We'll be nice.
It's real talk. Because at the end of the day, you got to go through some things to realize who really with you and who ain't. And you get to see how many people really want to see you fail. No matter in which way you do it, as long as you fail. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You see, just like how
No matter if he right or wrong, huh? We want to see him fail.
young Scooter just passed. I know you heard about that, right?
Yeah, I heard about it.
You had the girl lied from the beginning to the end.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know the story or not.
They give you bits and pieces. They don't give you a whole thing.
Well, long story short, I'm just gonna get right to it. Long story short, the girl called the police, said that basically a girl was getting beat up and the kid is involved and that they got guns and it's a bunch of people over there. She felt like she was the neighborhood watch. The whole time it was her calling, trying to get them downed up. It was led to him getting killed, in a nutshell. And the person they called the police on wasn't even for him, it was for somebody else that she was mad at. But being spiteful just led to some whole other shit. And that's the same thing with you.
Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go with the victim blaming, and I'm not talking about young Scooter. I'm talking about with Nesto. He's really trying to tie this into Nesto's situation, but to me, it's two different things. Okay, in Nesto's case, he actually, in my opinion, allegedly, he committed crimes against actual individual people. That's not being spiteful. You can't just take somebody's shit and then change your number, block them, and then demand $20,000 for them to get their shit back, or hide. You know what I mean? Hide from them and never, show back up. You can't write down people credit card numbers and be using on your raggedy ass truck and think that there's not going to be any repercussions to that. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the same thing. And right now, if the police come and knock on my door, I'm going to go open it. I'm not going to damn run nowhere because I know I haven't done anything. And yes, y'all can come in here and search. Okay. Unfortunately, they ran and he was unalive, but listen, why are you here? Do you have a search warrant? I'm not running nowhere. I'm not trying to hide. Yes, come on in. Oh, let me hit play. So y'all get ready to listen about how Nesto being set up.
And the whole time, but hey, it's saying the whole time.
They be gaslighting the hell out of him.
Every people that be knowing shit that just won't come to your rescue, and it's, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy to me because
Now he finna tell Nesto that somebody came up to him. I'm giving y'all the damn warning. Of course, y'all gonna hear me summarize, and y'all gonna hear little brother Deon say it out of his mouth as well. Somebody came up to him and said they know they got the secret, baby, to help Nesto get out of jail. They know what happened, but they don't want to come forth. Okay, sure. It be the damn gaslighting for me.
it's certain shit that, like I said, I don't know. And somebody said something to me the other day, and I'm like, why am I just not finding this out?
They
Why
got
you
to
didn't
get
go
out of
speak
jail
on that?
free call.
So that internet shit got people scared.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
They got to get out of jail free
Yeah,
card.
'cause somebody
But
know
internet-
that somebody's lying on you and that they mad at you because you weren't dealing with them. I just don't know who they is.
The internet got people scared.
Because I went around, you feel what I'm saying? But
No, I understand.
they most definitely said that shit to me because they bought a shirt.
Wow.
But it shocked me because I didn't even know, they was just like, how you doing? And I'm like, you doing good, X, Y, and Z. And I thought the conversation was just about to be over with, and they was just like, man, it's a messed up situation because the person wanted to da-da-da-da, and I'm like, what? It threw me off, and I'm just like, shit. I don't even want you to talk to me about the shit if you can't go speak on his behalf because I don't know.
Did you sell him that shirt? Because what you should have said, I ain't selling you shit. If you goddamn get out of jail free card for my daddy, okay, I can't even sell you a shirt. I bet you sold that damn shirt. Nestor only cares about one person, me. Right, you are my dad. I don't care about YouTube. He don't hold back when he's talking to Cynthia. Facts. He doesn't have nothing to say to Deon, and neither does Deon, which is sad. Dang. They always say they aren't worried about us, but they worried and still don't want to talk. I've been here since Tuesday. I'm sorry. Junior, your daddy said you a whiny little biatch, and he is. You cook the best cake imaginable, dang. I want a piece. I love pound cake too. Child, what IS got going on over there? I want to be nice, Deon. I was trying, but damn. His hand has him messed up. He nervous too, child, because he got court this month, right? And he don't know what them folks gonna say over at the final plea, baby, because shit about to get real. He had until what, June, baby. Now time is ticking. Okay, so he a little discombobulated. What? I love the beach and enjoy. Don't shop too much. Yeah, they have the outlets down there. Deon sending messages. Talking about them folks, blase, got to get out of jail free card. But I told them I don't want to hear nothing if you ain't gonna help my daddy. But sold that damn shirt. I hope you, if you did sell the shirt, you put an extra $5 or $10 on it for your daddy in these calls. I do my best, my family full of big bags. Ooh. She talking about the cake. Thank you, but too late. Wow, his people don't know how to read the paperwork from the courts. Wow, so sad. Just come over here on the YouTube streets. None of them can read. Amazing. It's sad they lying to Nesto. Now, I'm just saying, like, he real with him. He stole. Yeah, and need to pay for his crimes. It don't matter who you connected to. Why wouldn't they be the first thing Deon mentioned? Lies. Nesto has more than one victim, though, dummy. Both their voices are annoying. Can you imagine listening to them in the bed? Ugh. No sexy bedroom voice given over here.
But they know. Yeah.
Nesto said, did you see them 227 page documents they got?
Man, let God just keep doing what he's doing, brother. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Let him work his hand. Let him work his hand. He ain't took his hands off me yet now. Definitely did that.
What about the Benjamin? What you got to say about that, little brother?
And that's what, in a nutshell, all I'm basically really telling you is to don't stop fighting, because folks know, you know what I'm saying? You just got to know.
No, I do know. I do know.
But you know.
I do know. Yep, I do know.
Yeah. That's about it, though. You know? Shit, don't start out there thinking. Don't start thinking that shit over with when the shit ain't over with.
Well, you don't even know what's going
I
on.
ain't thinking that now.
According to you,
Pops,
how you gonna try to get him an inspirational talking to? How you gonna inspire him when you say you don't even know what's going on? You don't even know what he's facing. All you know is somebody came up to you and said, blase, and these people out here vindictive, and if it weren't for them folks, you'll be out of there. That's all the hell I heard.
I ain't thinking that now. No, sir.
Father needs to be working on his next move. When them doors open up.
Yeah.
When them doors open up, shit, you gonna be able to. Gotta know what you gonna do next, player. No, you can't kick your damn feet up. You done did that for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And no kicking no feet up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you. God told me to call you, so I'm good.
You got them grades you've been asking for? You asked for them the same way you were asking for them grades. Remember what else you need to ask for? Yeah, you see them grades? Everything else gonna come in. You feel me? You picking up what I'm putting down?
I understand, sir. I get you. I got it.
You don't talk to everything that you done and like you talk to them to the air, man. Even when you were jammed up and you started sending them pictures of the whoops, like this is what you gonna do, and you did that times 10 from scratch.
All this day trading work.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I'm still on that, Flair. I'm still on that. I'm still praying hard. I'm still manifesting. I'm still talking to God now. So even better. So you're absolutely right. Everything you're saying, you're absolutely right, sir. Yes, sir. So for them
Yes,
people
I
to
do.
stand up and talk to you how they talk to you, hey man, it ain't gonna be long. It's not
I'll
gonna
tell you this. There's some people that ain't never had to take that vacation you took, and they ain't winning still. You feel me? So
I understand.
keep swinging, man.
He better.
All right then, players. Thank you very much, man. Love you very much, man. Keep your head up. Stay out the way. Stay that good guy, man. Stay that good guy. Be going. Get on the elevator. Hey man, you such daddy, man. I know your son. He good guy, good folks. I'll never forget that. So you stay on top of what you stay on, man.
I'm telling you, this move I'm going with right now, I'm telling you, it's like, I gotta keep on my best foot forward. Everything gonna be all right.
Hey man, put God on one of them clothing lines you got there. He gonna work all the way out then. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know one thing about
Put Job on the little brother Deon. Put Job on the clothing line, okay?
it, you know, what my big dog say that. What do you say about that number 7? It's the number of what?
This is a number of completion to God.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's it. You got it.
Come on now.
All right.
Yeah. All right, Claire.
Take it easy.
You know what's up now. I got it.
All right. Bye.
All right, Claire.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
That's it. Let me scroll up. Of course, I'm going to drop the link. I think I read that one, Angel Hair. I was thinking the same thing. I would have started with that. Yeah, led with I know somebody that can help you get out, Daddy. If it wasn't, let me see, Edith with the paperwork, he still committed bigamy and let Erica play lawyer on their cases with a fraudulent name. I agree with that. And both of them alone, I can see at least 10 years for just those two charges alone right there, Shan. The crazy part is that Nesto knows that person does not exist. I don't understand why they be trying to gaslight him and make him feel more important, than he is. Nesto let us know. Nesto knows he's prison bound. Completely Miss E. Deon live for the YouTube streets. And like we said, he got more than one victim. So, baby, who is that person? Do they know all the victims? We not going, Deon. Yes, I do think he's gonna get some time because some of his charges that aren't, related to the victims, they hold weight. Okay, at least 10 years. Manifesting what, baby? His final destination in prison. He probably up there praying, Lord, get me out of here. Not knowing he gonna be going to his next prison location. That's gonna be him getting up out of there. Oh, no problem. I can figure out pretty much what y'all talking about. Nobody that talks to him knows the truth or what's really going on, and that's sad. I agree with that. His next move is Georgia DOC cell block D1. Okay, because somebody said cell block 1 earlier. I'm tired of all of them. Let me answer that hell to the yes. Okay, put him on the character witness list. They already put him up there. They couldn't help Nesto. Sure, he over there gambling, talking about 777. Don't you gotta see the number 7 appear somewhere before you pick a lucky number, right? I could see if he was going to court on the 7th. Yeah, put them free Nesto. We'll order them. We will order them, little brother Deon. It'll be a kiki for us. You can tell he didn't graduate 8th grade either. Oh, Lord. No, I don't think he'll get time served. I don't. It's no, it's not 76. Okay, that's demonic. LOL. Everybody gets credit for their time they served before conviction. Number 7, completion. Oh my God, Nesto got one right. I'm speechless. Hey, truth isn't me. God rested on the seventh day. Sure. Oh, I don't know what day this call was on. Preach at Shan. Hey, Lady Janice. Did I miss Lady Janice? Yep, I just read the comment. Hey, Georgia Peach. Everything connected to Erica. He's going to be found guilty on those charges. Okay. Deon says he's already been a charge. Praying to God, but sitting up in the devil's face. Okay. All right. Let me drop the link. If anybody would like to come up, feel free. I'll have something else for y'all on tomorrow. It'll be a different person, though. You think he'll get at least 15 years and they'll take 3 years from that? I can see that, Georgia Peach. I can see that. I'm going to manifest that. But, more, but at least 15 years, okay? Because I don't want to manifest him, getting out earlier than the judge want him to. Poor Deon. It's like I said, every time we listen to him, it's just something going on that's terrible. All these tragedies. Like, sure, whoever his friends is, they probably need to cut Deon off because he the damn common denominator amongst all of them. It's always a friend that's been unalived by the police. Someone's in the hospital, had a heart attack, or they committed S. They need to get the hell from around Deon because he sounds like he bad luck. Let me remove that. GP777. I was just curious. Oh, Georgia Peach. Yeah, because it's his third strike. Yeah, in 19 cycles. And who he know, right? Because if it wasn't for them people who he knew, he would be out. Okay. Uh-oh, here's my first two panelists. Hey, Linda. Hey, Shan. And let me bring up, I said what I said. Well, they say your children pay for your sins too. I've heard that before. Go ahead, Shan. Sorry to cut you off.
This was hilarious because Brother Dion just showed that he ain't graduate 8th grade either. There's no earthly way that you are slightly smarter than the 5th grader because you don't know. You've listened to the videos where they talk about what he charged with. Do you realize that there's no way out of the bigamy? The bigamy is like sold up. That's sold up. Where he calling for his lawyer Erica Kane, who ain't a lawyer, because when she represented you, she said she was April Holloway. Did you not realize that, sir? Dion, and this just kind of solidifies what I say about anybody that talks to him. They don't go looking at other stuff because they solely believe what he said. It just so happened that Shirley got out the trenches
Yeah.
earlier, and she kind of wised up while he was locked up. The rest of them still feeding his ego, like you said, and going along with that crap.
Yeah,
And it's
drinking the
just,
Kool-Aid.
yeah, it's like, and it's kind of like wow because it's not like this stuff ain't out there. People are showing you documents. If nothing else proved what Nesto has done, the 200-page document that woo 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 presented showed it all. And how many content creators put that out there? I know you put it out there. Other content creators put it out there. Put the
Yeah.
document up. That right there would tell you there's some semblance of truth in these charges. Y'all, you being set up. Somebody said that the people won't come out and say what they gonna come out and say. She didn't tell him, go ahead and take my possessions and turn them into your wife a G-Wagon. That's
Right.
okay for you to take everything I own and buy your wife a G-Wagon. I ain't getting nothing out of it. And I think you leveling me up because the text messages and everything say that. And you even acknowledge it when you tell her that pray and all this other stuff. And then in a phone call where you tell Shirley you was going to handle business, you're acknowledging this stuff, idiot. Like, come on, like are y'all seriously gonna really talk to him? It's like bananas that y'all really think he being set up. That just tells me that he done brainwashed all y'all fools, all of y'all. and he's not even smarter than a fifth grader. That's the retarded. Well, excuse me, I'm not gonna say retarded. That's the crazy part about it. That he's brainwashed y'all all, and he's not even an intellectual person himself. He's just goofy, and he know how to read people. He's not very intellectual at all. We know that he can't even speak well. Shirley had to correct him with the worser, and we know that he ain't the only one using the worser and constantly speaking wrong. Like,
Mhm.
how did y'all get to the point where y'all trusted him with money and y'all trust and believe everything he say? Because in order for me to trust and believe everything you say, you got to show me that you're smarter than me somewhere in some aspect, at something. We don't have to be smart on the same level, but just like most people that come up here, they have some arena that they're smart in. I'm smart in the legal arena. I said what I said, smart in the telecommunications.
Mhm.
Vicky in the collections and whatnot. We all got our expertise. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Mhm.
not listening to you unless you can prove to me. And I've heard them say things that prove to me they know something about what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So why
Right.
wouldn't I listen to the stuff they saying? But tell me, why would I listen to you? You have not showed me or told me anything that I should listen to other than you be stealing.
Right.
That's it. You be stealing and you been to prison twice for stealing. In effect, it's in all in the same group. Stealing, writing bad checks, robbing, all in the same stealing group. Thief. Like, I hate. That's why I can't stand a thief and a liar. Come on now. And then Poe Deon, I'm up here folding and packaging up these shirts. People, I ain't heard nothing about. I see social media for all my Atlanta folk, all my people in that area. I ain't seen nothing about no new clothing brands, no new clothing lines. So Dion packing up to go stand on the corner or at the flea market or something at the swap meet, whatever, if they still got them, and sell his stuff. Cause he ain't. Where are you promoting this stuff at? Cause remember on the podcast we watched the other day, Shirley promoted the heck out of the place she was going to. Where are you going, sir? Where are you going to sell these shirts? What you should be doing, because we all feel sad for you, and I would spend $10 with you, Dion, because I feel sad for you, brother, and I don't want you out here robbing no girl. I'll give you $10. I'll give you $10 and $5 shipping, so you don't go rob some little chick taking her money. I will. I'll give you a little t-shirt to some of one of my kids or something. Come on now, bruh. You ain't even promoting that crap. Oh, I ain't on social media. I don't want to say nothing. That's what you should have did. You'd have had free publicity had you dropped the name of your clothing line, idiot. Like, are you stupid?
I
Yeah, my
like that
bad.
Jay Blake say, who want the misspelled ass shirt?
I'll drop you $10 for it. I spend that on food
Oh my
regularly.
god.
That I drop them that. We paying $10 for hot dogs at the damn theater out here. So it's it's nothing. It's nothing, Di. All these fat black women out here listening on the YouTube. We got a couple
Yes, big
dollars.
backs,
We got
lonely,
a
no
couple
man
dollars.
having. Wish
We
our
got a
sons could
couple
be like
dollars.
you. Sir,
Right.
we got you.
We got a couple dollars. We'll look out for you, young dummy. We'll look out for you. We'll look out for your food. But I ain't got nothing else to say other than I only came up here to call Dion stupid because you could have dropped the name of your clothing line if you know people out here listening so you could get you some free publicity, idiot.
All
At
right.
least your dean knew that much, fool. He had all that free Instagram publicity. You scared of Instagram? Are you stealing your shirts? Is that why you don't want publicity? Because you stealing your shirts? You going into Michael's and robbing a little rat? Come on now. Like, come on. It's oh my God.
Big
Dion, you
William say
losing
I
me,
joke,
bruh.
but I ain't contributing.
You losing me, bruh. You losing me. I mean, if you got a t-shirt line, anybody got a t-shirt line up here? That's legit. I send you. Well, I mean, how can your t-shirt line not be legit unless he's stealing them shirts from Michaels, like I just said? I send you $10. I I'll be out here buying stuff off TikTok. I'll be out here. My daughter be sending me links to buy stuff off Instagram just so we can test it out. Why not? It's $10. How much can your t-shirt be?
Expensive.
You're nobody. Y'all ain't really linked to nobody. While y'all talking about who y'all linked to, who y'all linked to? You ain't linked to nobody. Who the hell? Only reason why I know Shirley Strawberry is because she came on the radio one morning with Steve Harvey. Other than that, I wouldn't even know who Shirley Clark. I had to go back and figure out who Shirley Clark was. 'Cause I didn't even know about her till she came up on my radio one morning after they done took my boy Tom Joyner off and Russ Parr. I'm like, well, who I'm gonna listen to now? I guess Steve Harvey right here. I guess I'll listen to him. Hey, I'm Shirley Strawberry. We have the strawberry letter, stupid letter that the scenario sound real dumb, and she giving even dumber advice.
Oh
Okay,
my God. Okay,
I
Shan,
mean,
let's just say
all
what I
right,
said. Go.
cause I
And
probably gonna come back up, but I don't know, cause the game about to come back on. This is my last few days of basketball before we travel. But all right, y'all, I just had to let a little
well,
dumb
you can
steam
just
off
stay
right
up here
quick.
in case you got something else to say. But I said
All
what I
right,
said in G and
hey
A.
girl.
Hey, girl, let me help you out, child. He ain't
Uh-oh,
selling
uh-oh.
no damn t-shirts. That's code word for them packaging up them pharmaceuticals.
Oh, okay.
And also, um as far as Buddy getting out, they know he ain't getting out. They just stroking his ego. And
I
they
don't know
and
why.
they not even thinking about the RICO and the bigamy, cause see that's a non-factor to them.
Okay.
You know that don't even register in their mind, so they're not even thinking about those charges. And they're going by street law, y'all. They ain't going by the real law. Erica was the damn lawyer, so you know they're going by street law. You're welcome, Miss E. But yeah, they ain't selling no damn t-shirts. Those are pharmaceutical packages. And Lady T Buck, I fell out when you said he doing the day trading job. That
You
I
know,
hit. No,
I
you
said,
threw me off. Yeah, you threw me off guard with saying that.
he doing a day train like I said what I said.
Yeah, you threw me off. You threw me off guard when you said that shit. But
You know I got it from you.
right, right. And I don't know why she ain't surprised. Everybody look up to their daddy. And
Oh
that's why he
God.
looking up to his daddy. Everybody think their parents are smarter than them in some sense. Now you may think that you're slicker than your parents, but most people feel like their parents is everything. And so that's why he's looking up to his father and to his daddy. So I don't even know why y'all don't understand none of this.
Okay,
None
okay.
of it.
We'll be nice.
And as far as the person giving them the information about whichever person that have information but won't come forward, that all that is that little girl's daddy, child. He just doubted that his daughter maybe not be telling the truth because she's a wayward child, and he's always had to help her. So he heard through the grapevine, uh he heard through the grapevine that she may have did one little thing wrong, and so now she's a whole complete liar, and the whole story is just folded. And also, Gail may have, one of the victims may have doubted themselves for getting involved with him. And so they just take that little bit of doubt, and they'll turn it into whatever it is. They'll spin it into whatever they want it to spin into. And I'm like Shan, I don't know who the hell they think they connected to, because I didn't know Z-List star Miss Strawberry myself until she took Tom Joyner's place. I knew Mr. Harvey, but I had no idea who Miss Strawberry was because she was in the Chicago market and they wasn't syndicated. And
Mm-hmm.
so they keep on using that, well, if you wasn't well connected, you wouldn't be in jail. Yes, you would be. And I'm sure with all of the cases that he's had, like somebody else in the chat said, I think it was B. Williams, the police give you plenty of time to hang yourself. They'll give you chance after chance after chance. I am so tired of all these black people, and I'm sounding like Lil Scooter now, and I don't have nothing against black people. I love my folks. But I get tired. Well, let me just put it like this. Not even just black people. I get tired of criminals trying to ostracize the police because they're doing their job. And the police really don't do their job. If you're not committing a heinous crime, them folks will give you so many opportunities before they just arrest you. And then and it's like your parents. They give you so many chances, and then they say, I'm tired, I'm gonna wipe my hands of it. Just like that little boy mama said, you better not have been you was doing this and you was doing that. It's the same thing with the law. The law, they'll give you so many opportunities, and then they get tired. They wash their hands, and they say, "Come on, buddy, your number done came up. It's time for you to come pay up because you don't want to stop." They give you opportunity to stop, but you won't. And then you had those warrants already, so nobody has even brought that up either. You know, Nobody is saying that he was a wanted man. It's all because of the detective that want to try to come up and make rank up on him. But nothing is his fault. He didn't do anything to anybody, and hell, that's their story, and they're gonna stick with that. And
Right.
and so the phone call is for the YouTube streets because they know the YouTube streets are listening, and also is for the prosecutor, so that they can maybe question themselves as if they're smarter than the prosecutor, and really they're not even smarter than a head starter. Okay, because
Hmm.
kids that go to Head Start have a little bit more sense than Deon and his daddy, in my opinion.
Put together.
Put together. And so it's all street law, and you know how we do in our neighborhoods. We don't go by real law, we go by street law. And when we get in jail, we go by jailhouse law. We go What he's doing is he's listening to the streets, and he's listening to them other criminals that's in there, and they so smart, and they're still in there, but they real smart, and they know the law. And a lot of this, I feel like that's what he's going by. He's not
Okay.
going by what his lawyers say. He's going by street code and by jailhouse code of how it's supposed to be, or what it used to be, or what it should be, rather than what it is. And so that's how I feel like that's what they're
Okay.
doing.
Okay. What's that the name? GNA, you ready?
Oh,
I'm
And
ready.
GNA up
Vicky,
here.
you're up next. Vic to the value up next.
Yes, I just wanted to say I thought this call was actually sad because I really think that Dion, I don't even think any of that happened. I think Dion was just trying to make sure that his father would keep calling him. And my
Hmm.
sister used to be a caseworker for CPS in New York at the beginning of her career. And she used to say that these kids would be so abused. They would be starved. Parents would be beating them. I mean, black and blue and bloody. And she said she would go to remove the children, and they would actually cry for their parents. She would think that she was there as their savior, and these kids would actually cry for their parents to come to please let going through right now.
There you go.
Which is funny because my sister's name is also Dion, but
Uh-oh.
anyway, Dione. But um, but that's my point is that I don't think any of that happened. I think that was really just his plot to make sure that his father would keep calling him because he feels like he needs his dad that was not with him for most of his life, and this was his way of him getting his father to keep calling him. So it's really sad that he's trying to do this just to keep a connection to his father.
I can see that. That's what Shan usually say. She be feeling sorry for him, but not today.
No, I feel sorry for Dion. I feel sorry. So many people have daddy issues or mommy, even mommy issues. I think
Hmm.
mommy issues are probably worse than daddy issues. But just feeling abandoned by your father and trying to, have a relationship and trying to feel that love and trying to feel like you're worth it. And Dion's been through a lot in his life as well. And he's not a model citizen either. And maybe I'm sure a lot of that has to do with his father. And or whatever it was. So I really feel sorry for Dion on this call because I really, as I said, I really just think that that was a ploy for him to get his father to keep calling him. And the other thing I wanted to say in terms of the bigamy charges, I know that everyone thinks that like bigamy is not a big time. He's not going to get a lot of time for bigamy. First of all, most people can get out of it by saying that they didn't know, by some plot saying that they didn't know that they weren't still married. And
Hmm.
even if he said,
Uh-oh, you went out.
"Am I back?"
Okay, yep.
Okay, yeah. So even if he said, "Yeah, I did know that I was still married," it would only be like maybe 2 years at the most that he would get for it. Probably not even that much. I think most people probably get like probation or a few months. So he would definitely get time served for the bigamy charges. So they're not going to hold him on that. but they have so much more that I think they're going to draw out. And I think that they also want him to serve the time that they think that, um, what's her name? The other lady, his co conspirator.
Erica, we went out again, GNA.
Erica King.
Yes, Erica King. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh,
My
there you
phone keeps
go.
going out. But I think they want to show that they're going to make him serve the time that Erica should have served since they let her go free. So I think he is going to serve some time. I definitely don't think it's going to be on the bigamy charge because that's not really a big charge. But
Even
I
though
think,
he was married to 3 people at the same time.
well, he was. I think he got. He was legally divorced from the other people. It was just the first person that he wasn't divorced from. So
But
if
he
he has,
still got married multiple times while he was married to someone else.
I agree. But if he can prove that he didn't know that he wasn't married to the first person, then the other cases don't really matter. If you had legally divorced her and you can say that, oh yeah, I thought I was really legally divorced. And I legally divorced the second, the third, and the fourth.
Well, he just got divorced on one of them in 22, though. Remember?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, one of them went filed for divorce. What was it? Who was it?
Carol.
Carol.
Hmm.
Carol. Yeah, she filed for divorce in
Was it
22.
Carol? No, it was Martha. Sorry,
Martha,
not
one of
yeah,
them.
Martha.
Yeah, I can't keep up with them, but I remember
Yeah.
one of them went filed for a divorce just recently. So
Hmm.
I don't know if that's going to be a defense for him or not. And even if they're not going to give him that much time, seem like they don't like him, GNA. So it looked
Mhm.
like they're going
And
to try
this
to,
is Georgia.
and it is Georgia. Yeah. So I feel like they're going to try to stick it to him as much as possible, even if
No.
they don't give a 5 minutes off of it. I just don't think they want him on the streets free. Now,
Yeah.
anybody else, yeah, I would go with what you're saying, but because it's him and he's a repeat offender, I think they're
19
gonna,
cycles. Hmm.
yeah, I feel like they're just trying to, whatever they can throw at him, then they're
Hmm.
throwing it at him, so they can keep him in there, even if it's another day, longer.
Well, like I said, I think he will get time served because the penalty for bigamy is not more than 2 years,
In
and that's
Georgia,
the
it's 10
No,
max.
no,
years.
in
In
Georgia, it's
Georgia,
10.
it's 10 years.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong on that one.
And the RICO carries 10 years too. So if he's found guilty of the RICO and the bigamy, he could get 10 years prison on each count. So, and then about the stuff he's doing with Erica, and don't forget the enhancement that Wooten applied for, which we will see if it was approved or not, which I believe it has been, for a
Hmm.
habitual offender, which that kind of doubles your time for each charge. So if it was 2 years, it would make it four. But see, the thing about it is you got to think about the stuff that's actually provable in your face, like the video of him and Erica, her representing him for Shirley, her representing him for him actually being married to three different people at a time. And I will explain this to most people in the chat, and I think I've said this over here before. Ignorance is not a defense. If you were married once, before you get married again, you need to make sure you got a divorce. Regardless to I thought I had one, that's not a defense. So it it would, maybe if he wasn't a huge felon like 19 cycles, they may would take it into consideration. But he got 19 cycles, so they feel like he knows the law or he knows something about it. So they're not going to take that into consideration because you've been through this process before as far as the law is concerned. And when you sign for any legal documents, read the
Hmm.
fine print, because most all of anything you got to go get legal documentation for, it has a word on there. And anywhere in this country that I've seen that you get married, it has that statement where if they
And
don't
on one
check,
of his
because here,
marriage license, he said no, that he had never been married. He put 0 on there.
right, and here it says, in my state, it says, if you have been married, you have sought divorce and it is final and blah, blah, blah. And this is your legal blah, 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 all that mumbo jumbo saying, I know is true. And on all the marriage license that Wooten put in that document, they had the same legal mumbo jumbo where you signed on the dotted line. And even the South Carolina things that they showed, it also says the if you go to the different states and pull up their applications for marriage, it'll say there's a line at the bottom of all of them. Even in Vegas, they not checking divorce records to see if you were divorced. They're taking your word for it as a legal document and you're signing. That's why they make you prove that it's you. Because if it's not you and you sign it, you would want in trouble because that's a felony in every state because you're actually falsifying legal documentation. So that's a big thing.
But I
Mhm.
think, well, I do. I'm just being devil's advocate. I think what his argument could be was that he didn't fill out the paperwork, because usually I know when I got married, I was the one that filled out the paperwork, and now I'm thinking about it. I didn't even second guess whether to click that he had never been married before, to
Mhm.
say that he had never been married before, which just was never my thought. So I just automatically checked that he'd never been married before, and I did all the paperwork. And we know Nesto she didn't trust Nesto to do any paperwork,
He did
as
his
none
own.
of
He
us.
signed it. Yeah, he
Yeah,
filled
I
out
was
his
about to
part.
ask that. At some point, y'all both had to sign, though, right?
Yeah, and he filled out because you could see his
Physically.
little chicken hand.
Yeah,
You could
both of us had to
just
sign,
tell
but
that
like
it's.
my husband didn't read it. He just
And
signed
that's
on
his
his name
fault.
on the
That's what I'm
line,
saying.
But
and he
yeah,
didn't even
so
know
Whether
what was
that's
on
he
his
the
read
fault
it or
paper.
though.
not, that's on him because he signed what you filled out.
But
That's
Nesto,
what
he
I'm
filled
saying.
it out because
I'm just saying
it
that I
was
think
two
his
different
argument could be.
handwritings.
I just think his argument could be that he didn't know what was on the paperwork and he signed, because, like I said, when I got married, I'm sure my husband didn't read it, and he just signed his name because I said, "Here, sign right
But
here."
that's not a, I mean, that's what I was trying to explain. That's not a defense. I mean,
Right.
I've seen people try to
I
use it
think it.
before.
I think it can be an argument.
Well, it's
But
Well,
it,
just
what you
like
need
your
to argue it for if it's not going to help you? Because he got
right.
19 cycles.
But
And see, what a
it's
lot
just
of
like
people,
IRS too. Like somebody else fill your taxes out and you don't go over it and they make a mistake or they put the wrong thing on there and you sign that document. You're signing that document saying that I attest that all of this information is true. Now whether
Well,
it's true or not, it
not
may
really.
not
Actually,
be.
the tax preparer actually, just so you know, the tax preparer actually has to say that they went over every single thing with you. So if they haven't gone over every single thing with you, and then you signed it, then the tax preparer is at fault.
but you signed it saying that they did. So
But you
it's
signed
gonna
it and said
basically
that they
be
did
your
though.
word against theirs.
but that's
Yes,
why
it would
Todd
be.
Chrisley and his accountant went down for the count because the accountant did all the paperwork, but they signed it. So it just depends on who takes the bigger of the brunt, but you're still going to go down for it because I'm only saying that because I've seen this happen and it could be an argument, but why would you waste your argument on that? Because in most cases, some courts only give you a certain time to present your case and you up here presenting something that's not going to help. Now, if this was his first time committing any felonies, it might help sway a little bit of harsh not charge not giving him so much as sentencing, but as far as the criminal process, I have degrees in criminal justice and I've taken all the law classes and whatnot, and the main thing that I've always heard, even in court, ignorance is not a defense. So and most people try to get away. That's why I tell people don't go in trying to explain yourself to the police. Get you a lawyer. Go talk to them at that point. Because yeah, you're gonna look guilty, but you would rather look guilty than be in there being guilty because you didn't explain yourself into a jail cell. Because you can go in there and not say anything. You don't. There's nothing anywhere that says you have to talk to the police or any district attorneys or anybody. You can sit there and be quiet and let your lawyer advise you because I find that more people talk themselves into trouble, even when they're innocent, than they would if they go in there knowing, because most normal lay people don't know this. And I've told my family and my husband and my children, you get pulled over and they take you in and you talking to the police, shut up. Don't say nothing.
Yeah, once they read your
Me,
Miranda
and
rights,
I'm
it's
gonna send
time to
you a
be
Well,
lawyer.
quiet.
hold on. Go ahead and finish Jen because I got
Oh, I'm
Vicky up here.
sorry.
She got to come up
I'm
here as
sorry.
well.
Oh no, I just said once they read your Miranda rights, that's mean they told you. They're telling you it's time for you to be quiet. That's literally what your Miranda rights are. They are telling you that this is your time to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And most people don't. I don't know why. I never understand why they literally tell you this is your time to be quiet, and people keep talking. But I do want to say that I agree. I think that they're gonna push this harder, and I
Mm-hmm.
think they will get a conviction for bigamy just because it plays into the case. So I think that's going to be their the way that they spin it is that they or the most it's important for them to prove that he was a bigamist because it plays into the case with Shirley. So I think that they will get him charged. I think he will actually get charged with or be convicted of
You went out again.
sorry. I
Oh,
think
there
they
you
will
go.
get him convicted of bigamy, but I don't think that he'll get a long sentence because of it, and I think he'll get time served for his bigamy. But then, what I also wanted to say last thing because I know you want to go move on to your other
Vicky,
panelists.
she been waiting so patiently.
Okay, this is the last thing I'll say.
Well, go ahead, finish.
Is that do you think that when he was saying that when Dion was saying today that somebody was basically plotting on him, do you think he was talking about Shirley or was it somebody else?
I think it was somebody else because for some reason they're so focused on the great, and that type of stuff, the CP. They're not even, you know what I'm saying? They don't rarely talk about these charges that he's actually facing. Those he haven't even been indicted on. So I think it was somebody else because of that.
Okay, well, I just last thing, I think it'll be interesting to find out if Shirley from the very beginning was was the ops, and all this
Mm-hmm.
time when she was talking about Job and everything else, she
Mm-hmm.
was really plotting on him, and she was because she didn't want to get implicated in any of this mess that he was doing. That she's
And
gonna go
GNA,
in on him.
I'm really wanting to see how this truck situation is going to play out.
Yep, it'll be interesting to see if she was the ops all along from the very beginning.
Now you cooking with fish grease because that's what I've always said. And she's the
Yeah.
MVP in all of this.
Hmm. I really wonder if Dion was talking about her today, but
I can see what you're saying, especially when it comes to the truck, where her saying that she didn't know that he purchased that truck in her name and was making payments. I would like to know how that's going to play out too. I don't agree. SS was not that dialed in. Okay.
I don't think that she was that keyed into what he was doing. He might have said it in passing. The truck gonna be in your name. She may not even paid attention. You see how easily she acquiesces to like some of the stuff that he says, and that kind of mental manipulation he does on her. He just says things really fast. He just keeps talking to kind of confuse her and keep her brain wrapped up. He doesn't give her time to think about anything. She's just like, okay, hon, all right. So she's probably not thinking, or maybe she's thinking the car is registered to me. Maybe I don't have financial responsibility, but the car is registered to me. That could be it. I'm just, that's a theory that I have. Um, as far as these two phone calls go, these are I can't stand that mentality that some people it just in our community have, that if it's not crime against, like by bodily harm crime, or taking somebody's life, or what else? I mean, that those are the main two that I can, or messing with a kid or something. They just think that you should just go free. You done your time. It's good already. It's a setup, daddy. Like, I just don't understand that mentality. Always, they just want to get you. You know what it is. You just who you connected to. Who wants to get Nesto? Because if this is the case, if Nesto, these 40 years that he's been committing crimes and getting arrested and getting out and going to prison and whatnot, he continues to say, "Oh, I didn't know I didn't know I got set up and all this stuff." He's always maintained his innocence in every single crime. Then he's got to be mentally challenged, and he should probably go with that defense, that I'm not smart enough. I don't have the intellect to be able to to comply with anything that they're charging me with, or I'm not mentally competent to stand trial. I mean, he really should. I mean, at this point, because he's not taking accountability. Not, I'm sorry, you back that up. He's saying that he got set up, or yeah, he said he got set up on every single crime. Everybody's setting him up.
And they're scorned. These are scorned
Scorn,
individuals.
scorned individuals, scorned women. Well, if that's the case, if you are that mentally incompetent, or if you don't have the mental capacity to do the things that you're going into, then I mean, there's a defense right there. He is mentally challenged. Because I mean, he did what? How many years did he do in the feds? Like 7, 8, 9? I don't remember.
Yeah,
He
like 7.
he did like 7 years in the feds. He did some prison time. He did some state time, and every single time they set you up, sir, you hanging with the wrong people. And I understand Deon wants to like really, really believe in his dad because that's really all he has as far as the father figure goes. But um, there's certain things that you should just kind of like. You maybe shouldn't talk to your dad about his crime. Just talk to him regular. And I mean, honestly, and to long story short, I really wouldn't pick up the phone with my dad. If you had this information that somebody said they got the golden ticket they got the key to the jail, daddy, they gonna get you out. I can get you out. Why didn't you write him and
Hmm.
tell him if he's not calling? Why not write him and say like, or call his defense attorney,
Call Joe.
call Joe, or call
Give them this information. Let them subpoena them. Bring them in and question them.
right. Like this is just I mean, it's just laughable. Like when I first heard the first call when Deon, he how you doing? I knew I was like counting down until he said somebody died. I was like 5, 4, 3, 2. My partner got killed. It was coming. Somebody is always. He's just as bad as Sonya. Sonya comes with the conspiracy theories. Deon is like he comes with the car issues and somebody died. Like it's just it's just straight doom and gloom. But as far as the bigamy goes, I wanted to respond. The bigamy is tied to the RICO, so it's all intertwined. So how would I mean? he's not he's not charged separately, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's connected to the RICO, right?
RICO is a separate charge in
It's a
Georgia.
separate charge. Okay,
Yeah,
but I thought
RICO
it
is a
was.
charge all
I
by itself.
I thought the RICO. I mean, the bigamy was connected to the RICO.
RICO is connected to everything because they say he was the leader of the pack. It's the criminal enterprise. He was a criminal enterprise. That's what the RICO is. All of it's attached to the RICO because they saying that was part of his scheming. Him marrying Shirley was a part of his scam, and it was. If you look at him, that's why I tied in her representing Shirley because that's his play. Shirley, my wife, let me level you up like she is. So all that ties into the enterprise. RICO, if you look it up, it's a lot of different types of RICOs,
Well,
but mainly it's a criminal enterprise.
right, and I understand that, but I thought the bigamy was being charged under the RICO.
That when people say that, they mean it's all together, but
Mhm.
that's not. It doesn't mean in order to charge the bigamy you charge in the RICO. What RICO also does is enhance everything else as well. So, and RICO allows for them to go back outside of the statute as well because this was something that he started and it's been ongoing. That's why they pulled into California because they possibly wouldn't have been able to pull all this stuff in out of jurisdiction without the well, not possibly, but they wouldn't have. You can't go into all these other jurisdictions in other states without the RICO.
Mhm.
So that's another part of the RICO. RICO actually lets the prosecution easily prosecute you for other stuff that's related to the crime you committed, but showing that it's kind of an ongoing thing. So it's all under the RICO per se, but he can still be found not guilty on the RICO actually. Because we just watched it at YSL. Doug pled guilty to everything else, but he didn't plead guilty to the RICO.
So I and I wanted to touch back on what y'all were talking about. They're they are fixated on what seemingly is the the bodily harm crimes and possession of the CP. That's what they're fixated on because I guess that's gonna get if he does go to prison, that's what's gonna give him the bum rap, like the really bum rap in prison, or that's what's kind of would give him a bad rap in the county right now. What about all of this, like all these other charges? Did they not like? I'm just like, did Deon? Did you not? You say you don't listen, you, but apparently, excuse me. Apparently, they are listening because he's paranoid about what's being said on the calls and what was being dissected. So obviously, you are listening to some of this. Are you not listening to the multiple different things that have like the different alleged victims that have come through and said that your dad has done this, and this. They're not concerned about any of these financial crimes because they do not think that any of these are crimes. It is what it is. Like everybody gets scammed. Um, you should just expect it. You got a bank account, like it's up for grabs. I don't understand that mentality of just that hood mentality of well, they should go ahead and let you out because you done time served on most of that. Like it just, or give him like you should just be able to get probation. Why? So he can come out here and scam some more. And he said something to him about you're gonna have to get have your stuff together. What did he say? He said you're gonna have to have
His
something.
business, he got to have a business plan when he come out. So, figure out what he gonna do when he come out. But he worried about his character. It's all about his character. That's why they worried about those charges. And
Oh,
it's all and that other stuff is just civil.
he
See?
work girl. First of all, he knows ain't nobody ever gonna come be able to get any money out of him. If even if they like if all this just goes away magically and it ends up people just ends up being civil, he would never pay a dime. He knows he'd never pay a dime. He would run from that. But like it just it kind of disturbs me. But they're not the only people with that type of mentality that think that just because it's not like it's an unaliving, it's not that, then it's not really a crime. People shouldn't really be that upset about having their money and the possessions taken. Like he was out here literally holding hostage motorcycles and trailers and flipping paid off cars and taking money and buying rings and stuff. And I know like Shirley did benefit or whatever from this, but I don't think that she was that. I don't think. I mean, I really don't. I personally don't think that she was that like involved in. I mean, she accepted the gifts and didn't ask where they came from.
Mhm.
But I think it's on some Carmelo Soprano. Um,
I never said she was involved. I said she just didn't care.
And
that's what. That's
I mean, I brought her up, but I was saying I'm interested to know how things are going to play out with the truck
with the truck.
after
Yeah.
seeing her statement.
Okay.
And I
Well,
am. I want to see how that's going to play out.
Well,
I'm just.
I can't imagine that as soon as the police came to Shirley, she wasn't shaking like a leaf.
I
And
would have been.
whatever they said you need to do, she didn't do. And then
Shirley's
she contacted an attorney and they told her what she needed to do. She did what she needed to do. She's not up for all of this extra stuff.
Shirley's very nonplussed when it comes to a lot of these things because she didn't get excited. She showed very little to no emotion about a lot of these things. Well, they took my truck. Yeah, are you listening? I mean, I think that's the highest I've heard her voice go. She just that's the best word I can describe. Like maybe it's just her personality. She's like nonplussed. She's doesn't Maybe she doesn't know how to respond. Maybe internally she's combusting, but
Mhm.
externally she's so used to holding it in that she don't know how to, like, she doesn't know how to explode. I mean, it just, I don't understand, because I mean, I wouldn't have had a meltdown, but I mean, like, repossession is one thing, but repoing
Oh
in front of
no,
my.
I would have.
Go ahead, GNA. Uh-oh, she went out. They need to stop calling her.
Sorry, I said I would have had a meltdown. Somebody comes and takes my car, and that's my only mode of transportation. I don't even know what I would do.
Oh, and not meltdown, I mean, but like doing it in front of your people, you just gotta let that go. Like in front of you, like high class, bougie Shirley. You just gotta let it go. Like, oh, this is just a misunderstanding.
Mhm.
People know what time it is. With, like, when they see the repo man come up, and then the police are there. Girl, you just got to walk away from that. Like, no, thank you. No, would you like a ride, Miss Strawberry? No, thank you. Just walk away with your cute little switch on. But now, if they came and reported from the house, I probably would have had a meltdown. And
But
then,
don't forget, she thought she was getting it back too.
I mean, he just set her up for failure. But like, and the same thing with Dion setting up. Like, kind of, I don't even think Nesto believes that he
You
thinks
see,
he.
he didn't even. His voice was still. Oh, okay then.
Yeah, and like
I,
I keep saying, I really think that was just a plot. He didn't think any of that was true. He was just saying it to say it for so that his dad would keep calling, so that his dad would call him. And I really think
Especially
that's
with his
that
yeah,
was part
friend
of it all.
committing S, with his friend committing S, maybe his mind thought, you know what I mean? Maybe on something like that. Like, you need to stay on it, you still here, you still can fight, don't give up,
I
in
think
that
that was
matter.
what he was trying to. I think that was part of it, but I think
Okay.
he just really wanted his dad to keep calling him because he hadn't called him in so long.
and that's sad that Nesto is. When he asked him who he talked to, and Dion knows who he's talked to, like who he is still talking to, and I think that hurts Dion too. Is like, you still putting your faith in this cow, huh? Like,
I can see
it.
that too.
I think yeah, I can see where you're coming from, GNA. Like, it's just call me if you want to talk. Like, I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to be your boy. You don't talk to any of the other kids, but you talk. He feels special because Ernest actually calls him. He's not calling Laverte. He's not cool with any of the other sons. Um, the
I can't even
daughters.
imagine how I would feel if I didn't have a relationship with one of my my parents. My dad is deceased, but I talk to my mother literally every day, at least two times
Mm-hmm.
a day. I can't even imagine how I would feel if she was going through something and she wasn't calling me, and people asking me, "Oh, did you talk to your mom?" And I have to say, "No, I haven't spoken to her in a month," or "No, I haven't spoken to her
Yeah.
in 2 months."
a-
Yeah.
And I'm a bugaboo. Like, if I know my mama's going through, because she has hid information from me, because I'll call out of work for like a couple weeks and then tell them, go fuck yourself. Like, my mom is in trouble. I will do what I have to do for my mom. That's one person that I'll go to work and cut up and make sure that I get the time off. But so my mom, she'll keep stuff from me to kind of like calm me down, because I just can't. I'm with you. I can't imagine my mother probably going through the worst thing in her life, and her not talking to me and telling me what's going on, how she's feeling, and just expressing things to me, because that is my best friend. I mean, we're best friends. So I think Dion thought he had that kind of relationship with his father, and turns out he doesn't. And that's kind of like heartbreaking too, to hear your dad, frustrated or not, pity party or not, or being sociopathic or not. It still hurts to hear your dad talk about you like that. To say your house is worth nothing. The the things that you're trying to do as work are nothing. Like, he's basically letting some random stranger talk bad about you and talk down to you.
Yeah, and I think for a lot of people, especially your father, it just, especially as a man, that it just feels
Same
horrible
sex. Mm-hmm.
to say that my dad doesn't care about me. I don't have a relationship with him. I went through a period with my father when he was literally on the run. I don't, not don't want to say too much, but when he was literally on the run, and I would lie and tell people stories about him just because I felt I didn't know what to say. I was in high school at the time, But I would lie and tell people these stories because I just didn't want them to know that I didn't have a regular life and I didn't have a relationship with my father and he wasn't calling me every day and it was hard. It was really hard. It was
Well,
something
in
Okay,
that
my
well,
in,
it was something that would keep you up at night.
well, in my opinion, I don't feel like Deon care about his daddy that much because he don't even
I don't know if he
he
cares
don't
about
he
his
don't
daddy that much. It's not
yeah.
about caring about your daddy, and I'm telling you that as somebody who's lived it.
Well, I'm not
Because
trying to
being
I'm not trying to refute what you're saying, but I'm just giving you my opinion about how Dion feel about his daddy, and I just feel like Dion trying to save his own face, and you see that he hasn't never went up there to even talk to his dad. He don't even hardly put that much money on his books or anything. So I feel like Dion care more about his reputation and what he can tell the public, because it seemed like all of them care about what the public think, what YouTube think, and instead of what each other think, they all care about what the public think and how it looks to the public. So and this is just my opinion of Dion. I just feel like Dion, he in his own little world, and he care about himself just like his daddy. He's a narcissist like his dad. His dad only care about him and his problems, and he don't care about Dion's problems. And so Dion kind of picked that up from his dad, and he know who Buckwheat was. And so, I feel like he's just standing by him because he don't have anybody else to stand by him, especially after Shirley left the scene. So, and he's taking care of his, he's the one that's talking to the lawyer for him. So, in my opinion, he feel like he's just giving him information of how to try to navigate this the best way that he can. But he also know that his daddy possibly could be guilty also, because on one of the calls he told him, "Only you know what you did. Only you know what's going on."
he
And
definitely knows his dad is guilty.
yeah, and so so that's why I said, that's why I'm saying it this way. It's like, to me, don't they don't, none of them have too much feelings for each other. It's not like a normal child and father relationship, and so it's like every man for himself, and he trying to tell Buckwheat his problems, Buckwheat trying to tell him his problems, and neither one of them really care about each other problems, in my opinion.
It's a transactional relationship, and I think that's how Nesto started it off. It's, you know, like you do things for me, I'll do things for you, and that's just kind of how it seemed like he
I
it's
have
go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
transactional just because, like I said, I've lived it, and more than transactional, I don't know what you all have been through in terms of daddy issues, but not having a father, or when it feels to you like everyone else has a father. Imagine not having a mother and telling somebody that your mother doesn't care about you. You haven't spoken to her in weeks. You haven't spoken to her a month, whatever it is. Like I said, my father was on the run for a while, and it would literally keep me up at night. And I was a child. I was a child. It was horrific to me. It killed my spirit, killed my soul, for me not to be able to talk to my father, for me to say that I didn't have a relationship with my father. I didn't know who he was. I wasn't talking to him every night. He wasn't playing a part in my life. It hurt when I tell you. And I can't
I think
imagine that
it's
he doesn't feel the same. I can't imagine that any
well,
person doesn't feel the same.
I did it. I did it. And I was gonna say that a little bit earlier, but I was letting you guys talk it out. But at one point I didn't have relationship with either of my parents
Mm,
as a teenager, and I was not as bothered by it, shall I say.
mm,
But even today, the parental relationships are not what you guys are talking about. It's not that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just like I just was listening to y'all say, If my mother don't call me every day, blah blah blah." No, it's not that. We're not there. I don't think we'll ever be there. And that's of my choosing, because I'm not Dion. I'm not searching for that. For me to be okay in my life, I forgive you for the crap that you did and whatever I feel like in my life, but I don't need to talk to you every day. I just treated my children differently, and they know they can come talk to me if they need to, but I'm not hunting down somebody that's not one didn't want to be a parental figure to me and chose other things over me. That's just a personal issue, and it's I think the contribution is the fact that at some point when you've dealt with some of that stuff. We all have different personalities and characteristics, as I might say. Our character
Yeah.
is different because I'm more of a loner anyway. So I can pretty much be by myself for the rest of my life and be okay. Whereas some people need that interaction and they yearn for it. And the listening to y'all talk about it, I kind of felt a little weird because I never felt like that. I never and at some point not having either one of them, I didn't feel that way. And I was 16 years old. I didn't feel like that. I just did what I had to do. And obviously, I turned out decent. You know what I'm saying? I lived a good life as an adult, I feel like. But I'm not searching.
For
And
validation.
yeah, and that's why I see it in Deon. And at times I do feel sad for him. But then it's like today, bruh, I recognize that stuff about you that you don't recognize about yourself, that you letting
Mhm.
this man pour the Kool-Aid down your throat,
Mhm.
because even though you know the Kool-Aid nasty, you still drinking it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Ain't
can I
no
say
sugar
something
in
when you
it at
finish?
all.
I'm gonna say something when you finish about that, because we didn't have our father either, but we wasn't the only kids on the block that didn't have our father. So it wasn't that big of a deal, in my neighborhood for your dad not to be around. Like if you had your dad, that was fine, but if you didn't have your dad, that was fine too, because most kids just, I was just like G and A. I wasn't staying up at night, but as a kid, everybody want their daddy around, right? But at a certain point, it makes you hard. Well, it don't. I can't say this for everybody, but at a certain point, I came to the realization that my daddy wasn't going to be around, so I stopped caring about him. Okay, and I did care about him, and I did. I didn't even know how my father looked until I was about 11 or 12 years old, because he left at a time when I was such a small kid and I couldn't remember it, in my mind how he looked, because him and my mom was together. And I think, he probably left when I was probably around 3 or 4. So I couldn't really even remember who he was or how he looked. And so I did yearn for him, but after a while, I just didn't care. After I got about 11 years old, it didn't make me any difference whether I saw him or not. And it's just like that to this day. Now, to this day, in my opinion, the way my father is, my daddy is a user, and he's a pimp, he's a user, and he's just like buckwheat. He don't have, um, he don't know how to show any love towards a woman. Every woman is a business transaction for him, and it's all about what women can do for him. And it doesn't matter if you his daughter, his sister, his whoever. If you're a female, he just have that mindset against about women. So I'm just like Shan. I do what I want to do for him, and what I don't want to do for him, I don't. And so I acknowledge him as my daddy. I honor him like the Bible say, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go all out of my way to try to do anything for him, because he didn't go out of his way to try to do anything for me. And so I see the same characteristics in Deon. Yeah, Deon, he know his daddy. He like being around his daddy, but in my opinion, he could just take him or leave him. And you guys keep saying that he's trying to impress his father. I don't see him trying to impress his daddy. I see him really as being his daddy's buddy and being his daddy's friend. And if that doesn't happen, it seemed like he's okay without it. Either way it
I don't
goes.
agree. You know why I don't agree? Because he's always telling his father, "Oh, this happened." We always talk
Mhm.
about this guy died or that guy died. Like he wants his father to feel something with him.
Mhm.
I think that
That's why
that
I
he's
think
always
you
telling
do.
his father what happened in his life. Because he's like, "Feel this with me. Be one with me. Feel this with me, Dad."
I
And
see that
after
as
I
I
after
think
see
that
that as just
birthday,
every.
after that birthday one where Nesto called him, he just really wanted to talk to him, and
hmm
Cynthia was on there cutting him off. I do think he wants he wants to have his dad, but I think a difference is if you probably grew up with your dad and all of a sudden maybe he wasn't there. But for me, I can't miss something that I never had. And I- if I met my dad at 13,
But
I
I think that's
probably
even. I think that's even worse
would.
Because
I
now
wouldn't
his father
feel that
came
way.
back into his life at 13 years old, and he was hoping and praying that this guy, he probably had all these visions of his head of he's going to have kids, and his father's going to be here for this, and his
Yeah,
father's going to be in his life, and
he
because he's
may have,
never
but
been in his life
my
before, and
mom
now
would
he
not
got
have
him
allowed that. She
being
would
the
have been like,
Right.
mm-mm,
And
you
Yeah.
ain't gonna be
it
flip
could
flopping with
be.
my kid.
But let me just tell you how my brother felt. My brother and my brother could have been just masking his feelings because we know how men are, right? But
That's
my
true.
brother always said that he didn't like my dad. He hated him. And I
He
asked
probably
him,
did.
I say, well, why do you hate him? He said he's never done anything for me. He's never been a father to me. And even when my
Hmm.
brother was on his unalive in bed, he was like, I don't even want him around. My brother was almost out of here, and my dad came to see him, and he cursed him out and asked him why the hell was he even coming to see him at this point in time. He ain't never been there for him, so he don't need to be there for him now. And I don't know if my
Mhm.
brother was just hurt behind that because he didn't ever have our dad, or whatever. But that's just what that's the projection that he tried to relay to me about how he felt about it. But he always said he didn't care nothing about him, and he hated him.
Mhm.
I mean,
Like I
I mean,
said,
I
my sister was a CPS worker, and she said 100% of the time she would go to remove these children from the worst situations,
Hmm.
and they always wanted to stay with their parents. She
Yeah,
would literally have to rip them from their parents.
yeah. I call it Stockholm syndrome. They are bonding with their abusers, and they are kids. But I've never felt that way. And I have not lived in a house with my dad, but I knew who my dad was, and he was a part of my life here and there. But I never felt that way. But again, my mom would not have turned me over to no dad like Nesto. She would have been like, nah.
Right.
And
And
I've always wondered why that is. And that's not all situations though, GNA,
GNA.
because I know
Mhm.
some kids that was took from their mother and they gladly left and asked the person they went with, can they adopt them, and they don't ever want to go back and all that. So I think the fact is that most of those kids, they love their parents, but they don't love their situation. So I feel like they don't. A lot of those kids are more parental and nurturing than the parents because they don't want their parents to see them okay with leaving them,
Mm.
and they care about them, so they don't want them to think that I'm leaving you, but even though I'm going to a better situation, I'm probably going to be happier, better taken care of, and once I get there I ain't going to want to come back here. But I feel like a lot of those kids have been to the situations where they didn't want to hurt the parents, because the kids that I'm talking about, they real close, and when they never have told their mom the things that they said at the place they're at, because they anytime she wants to talk to them or whatever, it wasn't a CPS situation, it's kind of a family thing, they still don't turn away from her, even though when they come back they're like, why do we have to go with her, we don't like going with her, we don't like going over there, all this kind of stuff, and can you keep us and stuff like that. So I feel like those kids are more of the parent, because in some of those situations, like in neighborhoods I grew up in, you would see kids like that didn't want to leave their parents like that, and you'd be like, "Why y'all want to leave that situation?" Because I'd be bouncing if I had somewhere else to go. But it's like they don't want to. Once I got older, and now I kind of realized, but I realized what it is, but I still really don't understand it because, like I said, at points in my life, I've been around both my parents, but at points in my life,
Mhm.
they both were absent, and
Which
I had to do what I had to do. And personally, for me, it just made me look out for myself, and I look out for others. Like I feel like I kind of raised my sister and my siblings. So it's like, it's for me, it was different. Like I was the parent. And for them, it's like they still act like I'm their mama. So
right.
it's kind of like I didn't have that chance to sit up there and want a parent because I was busy looking after the little people.
Well, the people that you worked around though, and the kids that didn't want to go back, were they more like smaller kids or were they more like teenagers?
They're actually, it's three different kind of age groups because
Hmm.
it's three of them. One is 12, 9 and I believe 5 or 6, something like that, because he just started school. The littlest one just started school. The oldest one is in middle school, and the middle one he's somewhere in elementary school. So they're like a few years in between all three of them. So, and the oldest one does not want to go at all, but it's mainly that middle boy. He'll go and won't say nothing till he get back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Leo lady. Member for 7 months. Deon isn't there financially for Nesto payback.
I wouldn't give him a dime either. And I will be saying the
Mm.
same thing about these cars. You got me paying for these cars and we only gonna stay out here 3 minutes.
Right. What are you even calling me for? My dad left me at 7. He raised his wife, kids at his
Mm.
home. His
Mm.
wife did not like my mom and my aunt, so she didn't like me. I never criticized Cynthia about her dad because I don't go to my dad's funeral. See, my dad, he remarried, not remarried. He got married too, and but he doesn't have any kid. I'm his only child, and but my dad's not a criminal, but I didn't miss him like that. I'm sorry. I didn't miss him, but I did have other male figures in my life. My uncles, because my mom has 5 brothers. So I didn't miss him, but when he was around, of course, we had our father daughter time, but his wife, she was like that. She wasn't checking for me. And when my mom knew that, I was never going over there ever.
I had a different father experience, but I think I agree with Shan where when you don't have like the experience of having a legitimate father kind of raising you, you don't get that full experience of how to you there's a little piece missing. I'm not going to say that you're not a complete person, but there is a little piece missing that sometimes you make mistakes with men that maybe you wouldn't have made if you had a father to kind of guide you along with your relationship. It's just little things like that. So, I don't desire to have any sort of relationship with my father whatsoever, and it is what it is. I'm waiting for the day that he dies. So
Oh, Lord.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't-
So
I just you just kind of shocked me.
no,
Mm-mm.
he can go straight to hell
Yeah.
and burn. So
I understand that, but you're absolutely right. When you don't have a father, it is a piece of you missing, and you can't quite put your finger on it. But you just don't, like you said, you don't have that wholesomeness that a two parent household would have.
yeah.
You
And
know.
I think for Dean it was even worse because his father came back into his life at one point. So he had all these dreams of grandeur of this wonderful relationship that they want to have. And now look, his dad's in jail, number one. And number two, his dad's in jail and he's not even calling him.
Right.
Right. And not calling him, not writing him, um, not even telling him to, hey, why don't you set up this text message account or nothing. But then Dion is also not taking the initiative to do that. He has to. I understand why Dion doesn't keep money on the phone. I get that part because Nesto doesn't call that often. But Dion has to. I understand he says he doesn't listen to the calls, but he has to understand and acknowledge at some point that your daddy doesn't need anything from you at this point, so that's why he's not calling. He's just calling to
Yeah, I see what you're
he just
saying.
he's calling to probe to see if you're still in his corner. That's pretty much it. He wants to know who is still around and out there that's willing to pick up the phone for him. Because if you look back to 2023, he was going crazy calling everybody and nobody was picking up the phone for him
Hmm.
in summer 2023.
Right.
Like he was getting mad because Shirley wasn't answering, and Dion wasn't answering fast enough, and Lamont wasn't answering fast enough. So he just, the paranoia. I think the paranoia sets in for him. The boredom and the paranoia sets in, and that anxiety does set in, and he just calls to see who's going to answer because he might get like Lady T. Bug demonstrated this past week. He gets sick of Sonya.
Hmm.
He don't always want to hear that, and so he
Right.
he may he may run and try to call somebody else. And just to clarify, I said what I said. I don't know if you recall, my father has abused me from 3 to 13.
I
So
remember. I
yeah,
remember
so he,
that.
he
But
like I said, just
you know,
I'm just waiting it
and
out.
I know, and that's why I try to change the subject because I don't want you to feel, go back down memory lane like that. But I totally in my opinion, guys, and this is just my opinion. The way I see Buckwheat and Deon, they act more like friends than father and son to me. You know,
I think that's how Nestor, right?
to
Well,
me,
the
to me, he act like he care about Dre more than he care about anybody.
that was his
And
bunkie.
and Gary, I'm
Oh.
sorry, but it seemed like he's more. I'm serious. I'm not trying to be funny. It seemed like he's more concerned about Gary and Dre than anybody else that's in this saga.
Y'all think low key Gary or Nesto, like,
That's the only
you
person
know,
that
Gary ain't talking about him. Hell, he talking
he
about
not.
Gary.
But you know how it is when you got an infatuation. Sometimes people can go with you, but you don't go with them,
Oh
and
Lord.
so that's what it is in my mind. And so it's like Gary's the only person that Buckwheat didn't push Shirley away from. Now that's the only person that he's never said anything negative about Gary. He's even said something negative about Dre, but never Gary. Gary is the only person that you've never heard a negative word about.
here
Everybody else, they got a he got a problem with the rest of them, but Gary is the only one that he's never said a mumbling word about.
here's the writer in me coming out. This is my theory behind that. Like my writer's theory. This is fantasy land, Victoria's
Hmm.
fantasy. What if Nesto was in prison? Nesto was so used to the men's, the
Hmm.
man's who ain't man's no more, as he says it, coming on to him. And when he met Gary, like he just like with Tasha, he was enamored with Gary's eyes and his sense of humor, and Gary never tried to hit on him. So Nesto's used to everybody hitting, like women being attracted to him, or
Hmm.
the men's who ain't man's no more hitting on
Hmm.
him.
I
That
believe
Gary
that. I
Gary
believe
didn't
that,
hit on him,
Vicky.
so now Nesto is fascinated with him. It's like, why he don't like me?
And he did go to jail when he was a younger man. And it makes a difference when you're younger and when you're older when you go to jail like that. So I can buy that theory.
Gary that's his boo thing in his head. I mean,
Hmm.
straight up and down. And I could see Gary being like, not, I don't think Gary would mess around with Nesto behind Shirley's back, but you never know. And I could see Ernest flirting with Gary just to like, just he seems like I ain't saying like being bisexual is like freaky, but he
Hmm.
just seems like he's down for whatever. Like, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has been. I'm gonna keep saying it. Wouldn't be surprised if he's been with men.
Mm.
And I
Oh,
Okay.
think
I was
I'm,
just
that's
I'm
saying
just.
the
I'm just thinking about it in my mind. What a horrible thought, but okay.
I mean, I don't think, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Gary's a
Nesto is
receiver.
not Gary type.
No,
Mm-mm.
Nesto is not Gary's type.
Now Gary say he like a man that drank and smoked cigarettes.
Gary like them trashy ones. Gary like to fight.
Say he like to smell the tobacco on their breath. Is what Gary said.
Gary said he need to be able to hit him over the head with a bottle, and then they wake up in the morning and still love each other.
Mm. And
But I
Buckwheat won't fight a fly, so they definitely wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't make it.
I just this whole like scenario. I just think Nestor was calling him to see, like, just touch base, make sure that people out there are still willing to put money on his books and answer the phone for him. That's it. That's it, and that's all.
Hmm.
And
Yeah. Cause he
that
getting tired of old girls, so he do need to, you know what I'm saying? He need to
he
call
should have.
back some of the ones he can get that answer the phone because he's getting tired of her, in my opinion.
Hmm.
He really is. Like, I mean, he just throwing shade left and right. I had recorded a video, but I wasn't gonna put it out because because I almost felt bad for her because he just trashing her left and right. No, I don't like your car. You too skinny. Um, when you gonna get some hair plugs? Because that's all I heard was your car. You got bad taste in cars. You too skinny, and you need some hair plugs.
Oh
And you
my
can't go to the
God.
gym. You can't go to the gym like that.
And she over there trying to like turn him on. Marjorie, hi. Marjorie.
I told you.
But let me address Angel Hare's comment. And Angel Hare, that's just how my dad is too. Now that everybody's grown or whatever we have or whatever success we have, he definitely puff his chest out and try to take credit for that, and we just be looking at him. Well,
Yeah,
let me change that. I just be looking at him because my sister's okay with him, and my brother's no
Mhm.
longer here. But I'm looking at him upside his head. Me and my stepsisters.
yeah, Angel Hair. I kind of, well, being from Louisiana, like most of us are, many, well, I won't say most, many of us are Creole, or that we have the moniker of being Creole. And when I was born, they said I was too dark to be my father's child. And like even my hair texture, it said it like it just he was like, you got your mama's hair, because he said it was too nappy. Like it just little stuff like that. So I, even with his family, like his mother, my quote unquote grandmother, she didn't accept me because she was Spanish, and amongst other things, but mainly Spanish. And so they I kind of went through the same thing. Like, well, it's not the same thing, but similar experience where these people, there's that colorism there that just that has been like placed upon us, and it's not just here in America. It's everywhere. When they either they think that you're just like there as a show pony, that you're this pretty little thing that they're supposed to sit up and like they can show you off, or they denounce you because you don't quite have the features that they expected you to have. So it's very interesting, that dynamic. Um, I'll go ahead and give my last thoughts. Yeah, Nessa is just desperate right now, and I don't feel bad for him. I kind of sort of feel bad for Deon, but then when he started talking that stuff about people setting you up, and it's kind of alluding to it's not a crime, sir. It's just a crime, okay? If the grand jury says it's a crime, I know the grand jury they'll indict anybody, but if the grand jury said it's a crime and the DA feel like it's a crime, and he's been committing them since 1980 something, and he served time for him, and he can't just keep being set up. Then your daddy is stupid. Then you just
Right.
go ahead and admit that your daddy is a dum dum. If he keeps getting set up by any and everybody, then he just need to go get a check. Like if he gets out of, if God blesses y'all and he happens to get out of jail with some sort of probation, you need to go walk him down to that Social Security office and apply for disability. Because he
And
obviously
just
something.
tell him to talk. And they say, "What's his disability?" Just talk. Just talk, Daddy.
Right, just listen to him talk. Watch him. What was the word you said? I was driving when you said the word
Which one?
acknowledge. Was it acknowledge?
Oh, that now I forgot now,
He
Vicky.
said knowledgeable, knowledgeable or something like that.
Yeah,
Acknowledger.
Hold on.
Acknowledger.
Okay.
it's supposed to be acknowledged, but I forgot how
Egg,
he
But
said it.
but he need to go to the food stamp office. He's not gonna get us a disability check because he's never worked, and so he'll get
He
SSI.
will.
He'll get SSI. That little
Oh, but
five,
he's
yeah, that
yeah,
little $700 a month. But he's not gonna get disability.
yeah, but he's still here down here. He still have to go there. He can't go to the food stamp office for that.
Mm. Oh, okay.
I mean, he need to be getting something, because if he's that dumb and everybody keeps setting him up for 40 years and people just keep telling on him, then listen, he is worse than, um, he needs to belong on Dumb Criminals. Maybe he could help. Maybe that's one thing y'all can do is Dumb Criminal Show. Talk about all the times that he done got caught, that he's already served time for, where he don't continue to incriminate himself. Maybe that's something that y'all can make, quote unquote, make some money off of.
I
And
got a job for him, Vicky.
what?
He can be on social media on how to not to be a scammer. Tell people all the crimes that he's committed and
Well, no,
tell
that's
people
what.
what to watch out for because he's never worked anywhere, so he don't have any work experience and he don't like working.
How he gonna tell him, girl? How
How
he
he
gonna
gonna
be
tell
talking?
that? Yeah, cause he gonna be on. If they let him out, he gonna be on some sort of probation. He can't.
But how he gonna
Um.
be talking? Let me tell y'all how we do it. And they do it. Them
Well,
folks ain't gonna
now
understand a damn word he's saying, and I ain't
he
translating for his ass.
he talked up on $1 million. He can talk up on that too.
He needed help. Shit, he gonna need AI for real.
And I just want to, okay, really my last thought. I do think that at one point that if they would have figured it out, if they had been out long enough, I think that they would have done some Wendy Williams type stuff on Shirley. Had Shirley gotten to a
Oh, you
certain
saw?
age,
Did you see there was a new post speaking on
girl,
Wendy saying that she said she retired. She's not coming back to work.
Yeah,
what
I
that
saw
happened?
that today on TMZ.
that judge told her she'll never work again.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
girl. I'm writing to the I'm
Who
writing
you writing
to
to, girl?
I'm going right to the bar association, and I'm going to file. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I got to figure out who to file a complaint to. But that's
You
she.
ain't got to do a thing. Topakino say he on top of it.
Well, Tacopino is not on that case. He wasn't
Not yet.
there.
Yeah, but he did an interview and he said he's not working on it yet. And the key word is yet.
Well,
Okay.
I hope because that I thought that was so insulting just to say your career is over. No, there are people out here who still greatly love her. Yeah, her thoughts may not be completely together, but y'all don't have her stimulated, just like anybody else
Who
sitting in
are
a.
you? You are not God. Like, come
That's
on.
what what Joe Tacopino said. He's like, okay, she doesn't have a medical degree. She's not here to
Mm.
do that. And then to say the things about her family is horrible, and she's putting a gag order on the whole case. It just is crazy to me. Like the family is not allowed to talk about it, but social media will. And guess what? I'm going to. I will. I definitely will because I think that's just deplorable. Now, Wendy is not my favorite person, but I don't think that they have a right. That lady has a right to be free and be with whomever she wants to be, and to see that all it took was for her psychiatrist to break the HIPAA and email her bank with those two. Did y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Like those, just say two
With
line.
those,
I don't.
with those two lines, she
Yeah,
disabled and she's incoherent. Wait, what did it say? She
she's
was this.
they don't think she's able to handle her affairs,
Yeah.
like, or so whatever. But like, I do think that Nesto was gonna, I think all of them were gonna be in on the plot, and I think Dion would have went willingly. So I don't feel as bad for Dion after hearing this. Like, more and more that this stuff comes out, I think the gag. I know Shirley was kind of like, she turned her head and like look, or she looked straight ahead and didn't really. She put blinders on and earplugs in to a lot of the stuff that he was doing. But the whole team was in on the scheme. Really, they all should have a charge. But
Right.
that's all I got. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Vicky, and thank you, GNA. She dropped down. She may have gotten a call, but thank you for coming up. Don't be a stranger, GNA. And thanks again, Vic to the Veil. Next.
Am I next?
You wanna be next?
I guess I can.
Okay.
The only other person left up here is Shan, ain't it? She's
Yeah,
the
Shan is
closeout.
still here.
Yeah, she normally closes us out. But I just want to say, once again, I just feel like they're more friends than caring for each other in so many ways, in so many, you know. It could be that Deon used to look for him to be a father, what have you,
Yeah.
in the beginning, but
And
now
I
they,
can see too, cause same sex parent, same
right,
sex,
right,
boy's gonna want his dad, girls gonna
right,
want their mom. I
right,
get it.
yeah. But now I see it as a friendship. My partner in jail, player, still out on the streets. I want to hear what's going on in the streets or what have you, and being conniving person being the conniving person that Buckwheat is, he's gonna call Dion once a month. Well, I call you every month just to keep in tabs with him, just so you can have him to do whatever it is you want him to do for him. And so that's why Dion's like, well, I don't even keep no money on the phone. I just put the credit card because you don't call
Mhm.
that much or
Mhm.
whatever. And I don't see that as a cry. I just see that as a complaint. And so, as far as them damn shirts that he's trying to sell, I don't feel like they shirts. I feel like he's packaging pharmaceuticals allegedly.
Mhm.
And as far as the person that's spewing some information, like I said, I feel like that's just street gossip,
Okay.
and I do feel like they're talking about the CP charges, which haven't even been touched yet. But that shows his character, who he really is, and that's why they're so concerned about that. And he don't want to, in case he have to go down or whatever, he want to try to avoid those charges at all costs, because he don't want to have a hard time in prison. Because let's keep it real, if he allegedly go to prison, then the CP charges will be a bad stigma for him, right? And prison is not easy, but it would be a little bit easier if you didn't have them charges, hanging,
Mhm.
on your record like that. So that's why come they're concerned about those charges. And so, and as far as um Deon and his sob stories, I think he well, let's just say it like this. At least he didn't have a car wreck, even though somebody passed away. And I would love to know who his friends is. And he must be dealing with gang members or something. For someone to pass around him every time you turn around, that means you're dealing with some roughnecks.
He the damn common denominator. They need to stay the hell from around Deon because he bad luck.
Or either he's snitching on everybody in the gang and telling them who to put the marks out on.
Oh Lord
Yeah, well,
Jesus.
my mind gonna go there. And so I feel like it's some devious behind it, because yeah, he is the common denominator. And why is everybody passing around him? Like, do you have an omen on you, or are you telling it on people, or what is the deal? Or are you doing that so you can go take them people car?
I don't know what it is, but it's weird. I could tell you that. It's like, dang, like I'm
Yeah.
way older than you, and I ain't never had a friend die every day. Like, come on.
Right, right. And I don't know anybody that passed that much. And so every time you turn around, and I wonder, is all of these people his friends, or is these just people that he's seeing on TV, and he done seen them one time, so they his friend? I don't know what the deal is. Or he just maybe know them or know of them or whatever. But he definitely always want to bring Buckwheat some bad news. Him and Little Scooter, they the main two that bring this man more bad news than the actual news do itself. And so they never have anything positive to say to him. It's always doom and gloom. And so if I was Buckwheat, hell, I wouldn't call him either. Because every time you call him, it's gonna be something, bad. He can't really talk about his feelings, or how what's going on with him, about him being locked up. It's like Deon always got a damn problem. He always got a problem. So that's why Buckwheat don't call him. He can't be the center of attention when he call him. He gotta hear woe is me, woe is Deon. So yeah, that's why come they don't call. That's why he ain't calling them that much. But and also too, I just don't feel like he care about him like that, y'all. Because if he did, he would be doing way more than what he do. He, even if Buckwheat didn't feel comfortable with calling him, he would get onto his case. You remember how he cussed him out about um talking all his business to Little Scooter, and how he always, how he got onto his case about Little Scooter. He would get onto his case about not calling him, but always wanting him to do something. So that's why come I feel like they more friends than they are father and son. And yeah, they care about each other, but not to that extent. That's just from what I see from a bird's eye view. And that's all I got to say.
All right. Thank you. I said what I said.
Oh yeah, and thank you for letting me come on your panel.
You're welcome. So for y'all that didn't maybe caught because we were kind of talking over each other, Wendy, attorney thinks not attorney, judge thinks she the judge, jury, and God. She has pretty much stated, that Wendy will never work again, and she bashed Wendy's family and friends, the people that really care about her. I don't know who she thinks she is, but I hope they can get her removed and get someone that isn't so invested. You know, that's not her place, in my opinion, to speak on Wendy's friends and families or her career, in my opinion. Okay, go ahead, Shan. Oh, Shan dropped down, so she probably watching her game. All right, I'm gonna read y'all comments, and we're gonna get up off of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And Dre got some shit to say to y'all, so Dre will be up here on the front porch on tomorrow, and he got some shit to get off his chest, and we're gonna let him have it. Okay, I forgot about the shirts. He's over there selling some AliExpress Norcos. Deal with the shits too. If he knew he could get away with the mess, he would. I think so as well, Angel Hair. Apple don't fall far from the tree. I agree with that too. Nesto sins run deep. Now, Lady T-Bug, I try not to laugh. Somebody dying every day. I can't. I know. Deon they got a jail problem at the moment. Yeah, Deon said he had to get help from people out of town when he was going through his situation, and Daddy ain't help him. Hell, hey Chick-fil-A gal, but he hears, oh yeah, but he hears that with Cynthia, and we'll call her LOL. Good night, and hey TA, so I know you popped out the bushes. He doesn't need to. That's what Cynthia is for and is. And you know they love to use a woman, right? Nesto called Nesto every few months. I think it may be Nesto Jr. So he can give him the news from the streets in Atlanta. I can't believe someone is unalive every other day, especially in Cleveland street area. Yeah, I don't know what area brother Deon live in, but dang, I'm tired of hearing it. Dre back. I might have to join the panel. Come on, Miss E. Dre got some shit to say. I was late. Oh, hey, Miss Mad About Music. Dre is going to bless us out. Happy Friday. Everyone have a great weekend. Me and you again late. I just got here. Okay, well, I'm going to give y'all a warning at the beginning. We talked about Lori Paige, a local young lady here that was found unalive, and her dad was arrested. So if that's something that you don't want to hear or listen to, just scroll past that part till you see like the messages up. I just saw these messages on going around over on Facebook and thought it was funny because the guy's name was Deon. So just scroll past that onto that portion. Thank you for the show. Help me while I was baking this cake. Girl, I hope it didn't fall because I was cutting up a little bit. I tried not to laugh too about somebody unalive and everything. Sure. All right. Well, that's it for us tonight on the front porch. Please join us tomorrow for a big Dre, honey. He got some shit he got to get off his chest. We gonna let him and we gonna pick him apart because I don't like some of the stuff he was saying about us here on the YouTube streets, okay? And he gaslighting Nesto times two, just like little brother Deon. Sure, I don't understand it. I need friends that's gonna tell me the truth. Don't have me walk around here thinking I'm somebody and I ain't shit. My name Mud out here on the streets. They calling me nasty. Okay. So y'all join us. Let me see what Lady Janice said. That tickled me. It should have, but it did. That's pretty much what it's gonna be on tomorrow, Bible Lady. F you, Dre. You ain't shit either. Okay. He gonna get Miss Boogie down to come up here and tell him off if he get too cray. Okay, y'all. Cynthia and Angelica is live over there. If anybody want to jump over there and see what they talking about, I ain't going over there. I ain't got time for them today. But they are live over there on the infamous slide and the infamous Angelica channel. So if y'all interested, go over there and check them out. I'm about to drop some in the membership, so y'all be ready. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all for joining me on Flipping Friday. Hit the replay. No thanks. Good night. Replay time. All right. That's it. No, I'll pass. Let me see. What's the exit gonna be today, Chul? I need something for Deon. June. Well, I'll put this in since Dre coming on tomorrow. Hold on, I gotta remove this. Dre coming, the big rig. He on the way. Ah, sure. Good night, y'all. Oh my God, I be tickling myself up here.